lifetime powertrain and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Ready to sharpen your aim or find the perfect firearm? Come to St. Nicholas Guns & Range for our White Tag sales event. Up to 20% off all White Tag firearms all October with a huge selection of guns, ammo, and gear, plus Jacksonville's best indoor range for every skill level. They've got what you need to hit your target. If you're a pro or just starting, their friendly experts will guide you at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Guns & Range, gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
RJ Saunders here, sports lovers. I recently took a tip from Frank Frangie when I needed to send flowers to my mother. Frank told me that Kuhn Flowers is the only florist he ever uses. So that's what I do now. I use Kuhn Flowers. Find them online at kuhnflowers.com.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins, 354-5645.
Cyber threats don't take time outs. Protect your business with DoubleCheck Cybersecurity's AI-powered solutions. Get 24/7 defense and stop hackers before they score. Don't wait. Visit doublecheck.com to schedule your free security consultation today.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Want to grow your hair back?
IHRS, right here in Jacksonville, is the only hair transplant clinic in the country that offers multi-unit hair grafting, FUE Neograft hair transplants, and the 45-minute effective PRP treatments.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
Thank you, IHRS.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Schedule a free evaluation and find out how to grow your hair back and keep the hair you have. Call 904-777-IHRS. Take the first step to restoring your hair today. Visit hairforme.com.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS has been restoring hair for men and women for over 30 years.
Call now for a free in-person or virtual evaluation. 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or visit hair4me.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Cougar Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine, Cougars. Go time on a Wednesday morning. A Beatrice Plumbing Wednesday. It's a hump day, stump day, so we'll have to get Smart John. That's coming up in about an hour. We will welcome in the Murphy Power Hour. Well, Hicken will. Let them have their fun. We'll just have a little pep rally here, I guess. That series tied at 1, the other baseball series. Now, strongly in favor of the New York Yankees. They beat the Guardians last night 6-3, so they're up 2-0. First home run of the postseason for Aaron Judge. All eyes now on Shohei Ohtani, who has put the O in Ohtani so far this postseason, just 6 for 27. 2 for, I think, 9 maybe against the Mets so far. Maybe a little better than that. I think he went 2 for 4 and then 0 for 3. So 2 for 7 in this series. And we've got the Murphy Power Hour. Perfect timing for this little, OMG fest they can have for the next few days as the NLCS moves to the Big Apple. Yankees in Cleveland will now move over to the banks of Lake Erie. And that's where the baseball situation stands, and much more baseball talk as we move through this morning with a Murphy Power Hour. I remember when the NFL trade deadline wasn't much. And if you did see something, it came late, and it would often just involve kind of a bit piece. Man, it seems a little different this go-round. We saw the Jags make a minor move earlier this week. I'll remind you, the trade deadline not till November 4th, so we're still, 3 weeks out? 3 weeks from yesterday? And I applaud the teams that make the move now. I mean, you've played 6 games. You know where you stand. You know what you need. And we saw contenders strike yesterday. It's amazing how cheap you get players when they're older and on their contract compared to what the team they're coming from was willing to do to get them initially. No position in the NFL. No position, outside of quarterback. See star players bounce around the league during their career like wide receiver. You feel me, E? Good morning.
What's up, Pastor Jeffrey?
Like the receiver position will bounce. Like great receivers, Hall of Fame receivers, you look up at the end, they played for 3 or 4 or 5 different teams. It seems like that is more the case for receivers who will move in their prime often. And look, these 2 guys on the move yesterday, a good example. Amari Cooper, but listen, you see guys move a lot once they go diva mode. And they get into contract tussles and they become, sideline or locker room issues. T.O. probably suffered from that a little bit in his mini stops. But I look at a guy like Amari Cooper and maybe I'm missing something here, but just seems to be a quiet, go about your business, make big plays, and go to the Pro Bowl receiver.
No, I agree with you there.
Right?
He's a quiet guy. He's not like, he doesn't fit the diva description.
Correct. And I know there was a little bit of that with the contract in Oakland. I think that got him traded initially from Oakland to Dallas, but then from Dallas to Cleveland, they brought him in to be Deshaun Watson's number 1 receiver. He answered the call. I think Amari Cooper had a career year last year.
Yeah, yep.
And, both these guys, the other's Devontae Adams, more on him in a second. Both these guys are now young 30s. But still more than capable. I tell you what Amari Cooper does, and he's always been this way. You know what Amari Cooper does, and it's so beneficial for wide receivers. So simple, yet such a strength.
He put his hard hat on and he go to work.
It gets open. That dude gets open. They talked about Ridley and his ability to get open. I'm not so sure how much we saw that here. Bills hoping to see it there. And look, the Bills have been decent at receiver, but they just don't get enough there. It's been the Josh Allen show. Sprinkling in big games from James Cook or Dalton Kincaid or, Khalil Shakir make a play. Keon Coleman makes like a play a game, but that's pretty much been it to this point. They were not able to fill the hole at receiver, that was left by Stephon Diggs in particular, but also to a degree Gabe Davis. It was another guy in their rotation. Gabe today is taking opportunity while the team's over in London to visit his ancestors at Stonehenge, where his family history carved their hands from the famous Stonehenge monument. And sure has seemed like that lately. Catch it for us, Gabe. Catch us that ball, my man. We got a game Sunday. I don't know if y'all know, we got a game Sunday. Catch that ball, brother. So Cooper goes to the Bills. Just makes the Bills that much better. Josh Allen right now is prime superstar, right? He's taken his lumps. He's earned his stripes. He's learned a lot. He's a one-man wrecking crew right now. He just alone gets you wins that would be losses. And the Bills aren't perfect. They're only 4-2. This is a need that is filled. So the Bills get Amari Cooper. They only have him for a year. And then they just couldn't help it. They've been sexting for months. They're finally going to hook up. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, the deal consummated. Devontae's coming to New York. And, Aaron Rodgers did say, man, we're going all in. You can't ask for any more. If you're Aaron Rodgers, I mean, they are giving him the kingdom. They're firing coaches. They're bringing in high-priced talent. And so now you pair Devontae Adams with Garrett Wilson, and Buddy on paper sure looks like a huge upgrade. Rodgers was good the other night. Hadn't been great all year. Good the other night. They lost to the Bills. Got to pick up wins if you're the Jets, and along the way make a big wide receiver move yesterday. So a trade deadline that's still 3 weeks away. Is seeing some serious percolation. And again, receivers, boy, they'll bounce around, won't they? So many superstars you think of with one, maybe 2 teams. I'm just saying, I bet you if you go by Hall of Famer, by the representatives, receivers cover more teams than other positions. How about that? Maybe look at it. Even Randy Moss. How many teams does Randy Moss play for, E?
About 4 of them.
Right?
Yeah.
T.O., let's just go down.
Really,
Go down the list. Let's look at all these top receivers. Now, there are exceptions. Marvin Harrison, Larry Fitzgerald. Even Jerry Rice bounced a little. Now, his at the very end of his career. I don't think it fits this. These guys are moving still relatively in their prime. There's another guy in the league right now, Brandon Cooks. He's got 1,000-yard seasons for 4 different squads. Maybe 5 now, actually. I can't keep up. So anyway, that was big news in the NFL yesterday. The trade deadline percolating, those 2 big receivers, another minor move in our division. I guess the Texans feel good about Dameon Pierce being back. They got Joe Mixon back last week. Texans are rolling. They dealt Cam Akers. This dude Akers is weird too. He bounces back and forth with the same teams. Didn't he have 2 stints for the Rams?
I think so.
Yeah. Now this is a second stint with the Vikings. Houston traded Cam Akers to the Vikings yesterday, who've, I guess just trying to fill in the blanks for what they think and hope could be a championship season. Aaron Jones has been very good for them. I think he is a little bit banged up as well. So that's kind of the story of the NFL yesterday as the Jags basically take the day off. We still have some Doug Peterson to parse through from his meeting with the media after a cooling off period and the debacling that took place against the Bears. Really, I mean, you could argue, although I won't, to me, it's going to be awful hard to top the bottom out that we had at Buffalo. That was an embarrassment on Monday Night Football that we just were never even competitive. Not that it felt great against the Bears, don't get me wrong, but it just felt like a game that, at least for a large portion of you were in it, and the final score doesn't scream that, does it? You know what? The Riley report tomorrow. But is it too early to identify some elimination games? Because we got a big third Saturday in October scheduled there in Knoxville, Tennessee. Tennessee hosts Alabama. Now, look, the Vols have already lost at Arkansas, and they could have, should have lost to Florida over the weekend. So they've already got a loss. They've tumbled down from a high in the top 5 to number 11 overall in the polls. They host Alabama. Bama is hanging strong at number 7. But they're 5-1. They lost to Vanderbilt, for Pete's sake. This is a total gift from the football gods, just laying down the chalice at the feet of Nick Saban, I guess. Because I don't know how a 5-1 team that lost to Vanderbilt, that barely beat South Carolina, is number 7 in the country. If that name Alabama said Kentucky or Florida or anyone else, they would not be number 7. That point of interest is going to have to be pounded home if other losses come. This might do it. And it's early, and I suppose if either team wins the rest of their games, they would make their way back into the playoff field. But there's also this. If you lose here in week 7 and you fall to 5-2, odds are you're going to lose again. There's a weakness here, a pattern of weakness. You've lost multiple times. And in the case of each of these teams, Tennessee would be losing a home game. And Alabama would do well to maybe build that wall between the northern border of Alabama and the southern border of Tennessee. You don't want to go back in that state for a while, right? Vanderbilt got you just a couple of weeks ago. It's Knoxville. It's Rocky Top. It's the third Saturday in October. Always a big one in the SEC. Miami gets what was supposed to be a test, but what was already a very fortunate schedule for Miami is just getting easier and easier as we move along. Louisville suddenly is just a 4-2 football team, but I think you do got to be careful there with the noon kick. Notre Dame's at Georgia Tech. It's an interesting game. Again, back to kind of the elimination theme. Notre Dame's number 12. They've lost at home to Northern Illinois. I would suggest they probably can't lose to Georgia Tech. Still make the playoffs. And, of course, the big one is a Saturday night, 7:30. It's Georgia. It's Texas. The Dogs, because of where their losses would come if they were 5-2, will still deservedly remain in the top 10. But Georgia doesn't look like the Georgia we've seen the last 3-4 years, right? The team that hadn't lost a regular season game since 2020. So lots of intrigue, lots of big games spread throughout the day. Gators play Saturday night against Kentucky, and we've talked a lot about that already this week. So here we are, up and rolling on a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday. Like Family Beatros is there, so whether you got a plumbing project that you are planning, or it's perhaps a plumbing emergency. Holidays are coming. You got to make sure everything is up to speed. Well, we got a couple things around the house. Listen, it's easy for me to drop in testimonials with these partners that we have in the morning in the drill because I use them and they do a great job for me. I've talked about Custom Tree Surgeons will be tomorrow, and Calvin Trucking says all of them really. Put my money where my mouth is when it comes to these folks. Good folks doing a great job. Back to the circular point, I think the garbage disposal might be a little. Is the garbage disposal supposed to explode on you like Mount Etna?
I don't think so.
No, right? It's supposed to make a little bit of a noise, maybe gurgle a little bit. Then suck it down there and be good, right? It's not supposed to boof like a science project just erupt. All right. Trying to make sense of a 1-5 start. You think it's hard for you? Try coaching this squad. A little more from Doug Peterson when we return. And a lot more here on a Wednesday, including baseball talk with the Murphy Power Hour. That'll be fun. That should be great. Maybe talk about it. Some of those teams have tea times today. I'm playing this morning with, Ozzie Albies and Austin Riley. We got a tea time this morning, 10:15. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. If you want more action,
woo! It's Smash Mouth football, baby!
Tom McManus.
Fridays 10 to noon on Jaguars Today.
Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson Windows and Doors. A better way to a better window on 1010XL.
Get this thing unwrapped here.
Duval! Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
At Hodges Mazda, we are proud of our solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here. As your hometown Mazda dealer, our high customer service standards and our huge inventory of new and used cars provide our customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Our professional, non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And every vehicle purchased from Hodges Mazda comes with 2 years free maintenance. Visit Hodges Mazda today or shop online at HodgesMazda.com and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, the ball is in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer, early detection and prevention. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer now. The Borland Groover Foundation is a nonprofit organization devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more.
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, Call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
Now, it's time to showcase the Crown Royals Special Teams Player of the Game. Live generously and life will treat you royally.
Logan Cook had a smooth performance on Sunday for Jacksonville. The teal and black punter tallied 4 punts that would total 193 yards, with his longest punt going for 53 yards. Cook's game continues to be as cool as the other side of the pillow, and he's your Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Frangie Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
It's a scary time of year.
Especially for North Florida jewelry stores. It's a buy one, get one free on wedding bands. Happening now through Halloween.
At the St. John's Town Center or at BeardsDiamonds.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Clean air, cool air, both are extremely important. Trust Florida Home AC to deliver on both with their Remy Halo, the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC and breathe clean and cool air.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Man, it kind of rings hollow with this start that they've had to this point. It would feel a whole lot better if we weren't off to this 1-5 start. And it's not just the 1-5 start. Thank you, my brother. It's not just the 1-5 start. It's not. It's everything around it. Although, can you have a positive feeling 1-5 start? I suppose not. The 1-5 has pretty much come out of nowhere. And so it does kind of put a damper on what would be a really exciting day. Again, I'm all for playing the last 5 home games at, Ed White or in Creekside. Just split it up among the season ticket holders. You guys can all take a game. We'll just divide you in 5. Take a game. Go ahead and start the construction, and let's just get to that as quick as possible. I kid because I care. Meanwhile, the Jags, you'd like to think, care. That came into question Sunday with some of the post-game comments. One of Doug himself to Bucky Brooks in the radio post-game that, they need to change the culture. He expanded on that. We heard that yesterday. You do not want to get into just accepting losing, feeling like you're not good enough to win and have nothing but false confidence, whether it's, in front of the media or more importantly, whether it's what you believe. Now, I have banged on this, and I'm sure what we're about to hear from Doug Peterson will stick up for his guys. This free agency class, man, I want my money back. Can I lemon law this sucker? So just shout out to, and again, in no particular order, but to Ronald Darby and and Devin Duvernay and Darnell Savage and Gabe Davis and Eric Armstead. You guys are thieves, man. You're thieves in the night. That's not your fault, actually. You're not thieves at all. You played for other teams. You had mountains of tape. You had the opinion of others around the league. There's plenty of air there. No, our guy's the one that said, yeah, y'all are the guys. Y'all are the upgrades we need. Yeah, so really, it's not even your fault. But, man, what a debacle. And I'm sure we're going to try and find some positive. Again, we got one average player out of the group, it feels like, Mitch Morse. And he may be above average. I don't know. But the bar is set so low here. Eric Armstead, a flaming disaster of a disappointment. What that guy brought in, the talk, and, you know, veteran in his way through training camp and the state. What happened to the impact of all these guys from winning programs? Huh? What happened to getting Ravens and Niners and Bills? Oh, my. Yeah, that hadn't worked much. Has there been a worse two-touchdown day in history of receiving than Gabe Davis on Sunday? So I guess, Davis, I'm going to compile some numbers here. I'm sure you get to 3 or 4 touchdowns maybe. You feel like any average replacement receiver would have made some of those same plays. Davis will get open. I'll give him that. Can't catch the daggone ball. But anyway, overall, I mean, if you are a fan or a critical eye, this training camp this free agency class rather, is really battling, to all things considered, being the worst that this team has ever brought in an offseason. And, man, as a guy who's been here for all 30 free agency offseasons, that is an awful low bar that you had to get under. They're belly crawling right under there, it feels like. Oh, I don't know. What does the coach say?
Obviously, those are things that we have to take a look. I have to take a look at. We have to look at those, internally. I do believe that these guys are they're helping us. So listen, we all need to do better. It's not, again, I'm not here to, point the finger at anybody, but myself really, and just make sure that we're getting the most out of everyone. We're putting, the best 11 on the field, and we've got to look at that.
Yeah, it's a hard question to answer. Coach, get enough from your free agency class? Bro, we're 1-5. I'm not getting enough from them. I'm not getting enough from my stars. I'm not getting enough from the long running. I'm not getting enough from my coaching staff. I'm not getting enough from me. We haven't gotten enough from above. I mean, those are the honest answers. Occurs to me doing this show and sitting in the seat and covering the world of sports for all these years is that we rarely do just get a straightforward, honest answer. They rarely come. And when they do, we're so aghast to see Cisco's comment. Problem with Cisco's is that ain't honesty. That's dumb. Right? Is it honest if your wife says, "How's this dress look on me?" and you say, "Awful"? That honesty? Luck with that. Meanwhile, Doug has told us that the last few weeks the practices have been good. He's been pretty okay with that.
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and you make excuses. That's the wrong thing to do. But that's something we got to figure out. We got to figure that together. Honestly, why that doesn't always translate. It's not all the time, but it is some of the time. And right now the times that it doesn't, the opponent has an explosive play, a run or a pass, and those are the moments that we got to eliminate.
All right, now this becomes a bit of a question, and I think depending on what happens Sunday, we're going to get a more definitive answer. I mean, if they lose to the stinking Patriots, fall to 1-6, we may have a fire sale. It may be time just, you keep your core guys. And you know what? I don't have a problem with that. You got a group of guys that are 1-6. We need a new group of guys. There are certain dudes there that are your foundation pieces. Right? Quarterback's not going anywhere. The ends aren't going anywhere. Anton Harrison's not going anywhere. That's about it, isn't it? I guess Tyson Campbell, you paid the oft-injured corner and haven't gotten anything out of him yet in that new deal. Who else is untouchable, E? Brian Thomas Jr. We had this question in the offseason, and the fact that it wasn't a real great answer is showing up, isn't it? ETN doesn't seem like a must-keep anymore, does he?
No.
Does Foye seem like a must-keep? Been a nice player, but what's it translated to? They don't feel like must-keeps. I feel like Josh Allen is a must-keep. Trayvon Walker is a got-to-keep. Trevor's a must-keep. Brian Thomas Jr. is a must-keep.
There's not many must-keeps
there's
based
not many.
on the product that's put on the
well,
field.
These guys, a lot of them, not outside the rookies, been around. You know what they are. And listen, I'm not saying that they're all terrible and they should all be traded. Not the point. My point is, if you do decide to sell, so what? Right? You're selling off positions that you're going to have to get better to go anywhere anyway. The problem is, and again, we've talked about this, and it's with great bodies of evidence that I have lost all confidence in our front office's ability to build us a winner personnel-wise. I've lost all confidence. I don't think we'll do it with the current system in place. I don't think they're good enough. It's a competitive world, man. There are too many really, really good ones out there for this stationary bike we're on. So that's the problem with the sell-off. The sell-off would be different if I felt like I had, genius running the personnel department. If I felt like we were going to make, impactful, creative moves, that we're going to make these draft picks translate. Look at that 2020 draft, man. Look at it. We had the 9 pick and the 20 pick? Is that what it was? We got C.J. Henderson and Caleb on Chason in a draft that had Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Come on, man. I don't know what the hell we're doing. They get lucky every now and then. Our late first rounder hits. We get okay value out of them. These dudes aren't drafting anybody in rounds 2, 3, 4 who within a couple, 3 years are Pro Bowl, all-pro level players. It's what all the other contenders are doing. We don't realize that because of the mediocrity that we bring in year after year after year, that we can coach up to above average. Where's the greatness? We don't have any. We don't have a single great player. All these drafts. Again, go back to this one. These jokers have not drafted an offensive lineman, not drafted a single offensive lineman who's made one single Pro Bowl since Baselli. There have been 4 or 5 captains of the ship since then. But this, again, we were positioned 2 years ago, 2022. We were positioned. We were in a good spot. We were in a good spot financially, age of the roster, upshoot. We're in great shape. And the front office has not made us better. And they can pass the buck and point fingers, and do the coaches and players play a role? You bet. But they've drafted the wrong guys. They've signed the wrong talent. They've screwed it up. Let's do a football fix when we come back. You're listening to The Drill. Petros Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars, a 5.5-point favorite over the New England Patriots at Wembley Stadium in London on Sunday morning. The total 42.5. Thursday night football tomorrow, Denver laying 2 at the Saints. College football Saturday, Florida Gators a 1-point favorite at home with Kentucky, 43 the total at the Swamp. Friday night in Durham, Wallace Wade Stadium, Duke laying 3.5 against Florida State, 42.5 the total. Florida State 22-0 all-time against Duke, including a 38-20 win over the Blue Devils in Tallahassee a year ago, in which the Seminoles scored 21 points in the fourth quarter to pull away from the Blue Devils. Cash back for every bet with a G-Bank Signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Do you feel a ghastly presence in your septic tank this Halloween? A septic emergency is spookier than a haunted house. But fear not. Duck Duck Rooter is here to rescue you from the depths of septic despair.
I'm Vlad, the Valiant Septic Tech, ready to cast out the demons from your septic system. If your toilet's acting possessed or your pipes are stirring up a witch's brew, we got the magic wand to fix it all.
Call Duck Duck Rooter at 904-862-6769 to schedule your septic tank pumping today.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Wow, John, my Clearwater sprinkler system looks great.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage to
ClearwaterJacks.com.
Whether you're navigating rush hour traffic or heading to the home team game on the weekend, remember, drive cautiously. If you find yourself in a fender bender, don't ignore those aches and pains. Injury Care Centers is there for you. Skip the urgent cares that treat colds and flus. They're not equipped to handle injuries. Go straight to Injury Care Centers. Call 904-783-0008. That's 904-783-0008. Drive safe, think Injury Care Centers, and go team.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my take on the Weekend with Dan. Find it on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan, brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
When pests invade your space, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, we show up for you and eliminate pests quicker because we care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so do we. Don't live with a pest problem. Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com. Terminix it.
Bud Light and everyone at Anheuser-Busch want to remind you to get home safely every time. People are counting on you, on the road and at home. Plan ahead with safe rides, and don't forget to hydrate between beers. Bud Light encourages everyone to enjoy responsibly and socialize safely.
Former Gator and Jaguars linebacker Mike Peterson and Mandarin standout and Gator cornerback Fred Weary will be inducted into the Florida-Georgia Hall of Fame. For tickets to the celebration lunch Friday, November 1st, go to GAFLJacks.com.
It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing. Just straight up action, my boy. Does your other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and you're not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up using my promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you started. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders has been printing money straight like that. Stack that with MyBookie's Risk-Free Thursday. So why wait? There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up using my promo code 1010XL to double your deposit bonus with MyBookie. The best sign-up bonus for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion.
Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. For the athletes who give everything, nothing beats Gatorade, the studied, tested, and proven fuel of the world's greatest athletes. Gatorade Water, proudly supporting high school sports on the First Coast.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar owner Shad Khan says the stadium deal getting the owner's approval signaled the NFL's belief in Jacksonville.
We believe in Jacksonville. The NFL believes in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan, with the stadium deal passing, commented on her unique point of view in seeing the Jags commit to the city.
From the night sitting on that anchor desk, watching us get this team to this moment where we have the opportunity to be a part of keeping this team in Jacksonville for 30 years.
Former Jag and NFL Network reporter Bucky Brooks didn't see a team ready to play last Sunday in London.
I just cannot tell you the amount of penalties, blown assignments, miscues, drop balls, turnovers.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
10XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
And we're back from the text line. Foye is a must-keep. I disagree. I like Foye. He's a good player. Again, and he's a keep. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a keep. I'm saying must keep. He damn sure isn't. Must keeps make Pro Bowls. He's a good player. Darryl Smith is who he is. Well, similar. Reminds me of him. Ingram borderline. That's fair. I don't know if he's must keep. He just came back. We scored 16 points. But whatever. So anyway, it's again, must keep is a strong word, but if you look at the contenders, they got a few. And their few are, again, this is all around one thing. The trade market is percolating. The Jaguars are 1-5. If you are going to become a seller, and if you lose to it should not bother us if they do. What should bother you will be their inability to parlay what they get for who they trade. That'll bother you. It makes it kind of like a null process because they're going to blow the resources. That's the part that stings, and that's the part that, could be changed, or hopefully. But the actual selling off of the, quote, talent, yes, so what? That's where the must keep. Who would you not trade? E.T., this morning, if somebody called you, packages ranging from first rounders to, nothing, salary relief. But who would you not trade?
Brian Thomas Jr.
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. That's about it, isn't it? Seriously. That's a problem. That doesn't mean we're not talking about really good players. Josh Allen had a great year, he's got a lot of money, and about 2 sacks. Something along those lines.
I probably keep
people are disagreeing with Foye, and I get it. He's a good player. What do you disagree with? He's a good player? Y'all disagree with me that Foye is a good player. That's what I don't know what you're disagreeing with me. So you're saying that you wouldn't trade him, and that's fine. I respect that. If you put him in that category, I would. Again, I'm not trading anybody only for the simple fact that whatever I get is like ghost money. It's not real. It won't translate into anything. We got a really good deal for Jalen Ramsey and got nothing out of it. So anyway, it's I guess it's talker. This, I finally agree with. Jeff is a must-keep for 1010X. So that wasn't the question. Thank you, though, Guggen. Appreciate you. I need a little pick-me-up. It's stuff happening around here. Fire the man. We got a football fix. I'm not afraid to give you news and notes from the National Football League. We kind of started the show with, again, this is where the trend. I'm going to transition here to what's being rumored about and for the Jags out there in trade land. It seems a little more active with each passing year. Maybe I'm wrong. It feels that way though to me. So here's the big ones that went down yesterday. As usual, it seems, receivers on the go. The Bills have picked up Amari Cooper. They'll have him for a year. His contract runs out at the end of the year. Good, smart, aggressive franchises, get off to starts, figure out exactly what they got. They're willing to admit where they misjudge certain things, and they make moves to keep things going. They don't sit on their hands, thumbs where they shouldn't be, doing nothing. So they go get Amari Cooper. We'll see what that means for 2024. Aaron Rodgers says his team, the Jets, are going all in. They traded for Davante Adams yesterday, so the Jets' offense certainly becomes harder to defend with Davante Adams and Garrett Wilson. Not to mention, now guys like Lazard and Mike Williams become nice complementary pieces in addition. And Cam Akers on the move again. Cam Akers is he's got an odd pinball trading past. I think it goes back to Minnesota for the second time. I think Cam Akers has been 2 stints with the Rams, if I'm not mistaken, in between at Houston. But the Texans traded him yesterday. That tells you they're confident in the health of Joe Mixon and Dameon Pierce, who returned this past week for the first time this year, scored a touchdown, I believe. All right, now into the what might happen land. First on CBS Sports. Some notable proposals ahead of the November 5th deadline. Wow, it's a voting day. It's election day. It's the trade deadline. All right. Trey Lance to the Dolphins. Again, these proposals that could perhaps make sense in the next few weeks. The Dolphins certainly got issues at quarterback. No Tua, no chance seems to go there. Now, they had just put Dameon Pierce to the Vikings. Well, that's not going to work. They traded a different running back to the Vikings with Cam Akers. They said Adams to this came out yesterday morning, so it's interesting. They've hit a couple. Davante Adams to the Jets, that's happened. DeAndre Hopkins to the Chiefs. Yeah, I would suggest the Titans are in a similar boat, man. If you can get stuff that you can parlay, might want to do it. They're gonna have to start over at quarterback, aren't they? I mean, we make decisions quick. I just doesn't feel like Will Levis is progressing at the rate that keeps you around. Adam Thielen to the Steelers would make sense. Thielen is injured right now. Von Miller from the Bills to the Eagles. They say a third rounder. I guess if you're the Bills, you might. But Hassan Reddick's also out there. I wonder where he ends up, if anywhere. I do know that his agencies have asked for and gotten permission for a trade market. But, yeah, who wants to trade for that guy after watching what's been going down there? All right, here's another one from NFL Network. Trade deadline list of intriguing players who could be available. Now, we've heard some Jaguar names, some of the bigger names thrown around. It's usually more like the Bleacher Report type of reporting, but Trayvon Walker and these silly deals and Travis Etienne. Guys that might make more sense would maybe include this guy on the list, Andre Sisco. 1-5 Jaguars, this is what NFL.com writes. The 1-5 Jaguars look like such underachievers in part because they theoretically have enough talent on the roster to compete as such. They're brimming with potential trade chips. Etienne, Kirk, Ingram, Robinson, Trayvon Walker. Name the Jacksonville player. You can probably find a trade chatterer out there that he should be dealt. So I could see making more moves like Monday's trade of Roy Robertson Harris to the Seahawks, dealing useful pieces whose absence shouldn't impact Trevor Lawrence too much. Losing Sisco would not be easy on the secondary. Jags wouldn't exactly be selling high on the former third-round pick. He's shown promise in the past, but not doing much this year. Ugh. It ain't pretty, gang. Well, guess who has kicking job for a high-profile team? A team who I saw the other day, their kicker was like 6 for 11, or just some ridiculously inept numbers, considering how successful kickers are these days. Not sure what airline he flew to Green Bay, but Brandon McManus is signed with the Packers. 1-year deal is expected to kick this week against the Texans at Lambeau Field. let's see. Yeah, he missed a league-high 5 field goal attempts this year. Braden Narvison, their rookie, missed a league-high 5 this year, including a 44-yarder this past Sunday. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken and Rival more come your way next. It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday. We've got Get Smart John, Snub Day Hump Day. Murphy Power Hour later today as well. It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's not reinventing the wheel, it's making it roll down the field.
Let's keep it rolling.
Listen for the Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville drive of the game.
That's a great drive right there.
On 1010XL.
Keep going. We got to keep going, keep going, keep going.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bold City AC, heating that rules. Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options. Bold City AC, we got the crew. Bold City AC. Visit boldcityac.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
This is Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists congratulating 1010XL Scholar Athlete of the Week, Kendall Utley, senior volleyball player at Sandalwood High. Kendall is a member of the National and English Honor Societies. Congratulations, Kendall.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Paige, owner of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. People ask me all the time what's healthy, and that's hard because healthy is different from losing weight, and I think that's where a lot of people struggle. There are a lot of foods out there that are healthy foods, but they're not going to support your weight loss, and that's what we're here to help with. We're here to help you get in the healthy foods that are going to help you lose weight. The Awaken 180 difference is our coaches. It's our team. You can find things online about weight loss, but you try them yourself and they just don't work. And that's because everyone is different. And that's what our coaches are so skilled at helping you figure out.
They certainly figure it out. This is Mike Dempsey. And as you all know, I dropped my 25 pounds in just 4 weeks thanks to Awaken 180. They did the work. I just followed my plan. They did the same for Matt Hayes, and I'd say they hit the mark with Hacker, who's dropped 100 pounds already. Let them do it for you. Reserve your consultation at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800 for Awaken 180.
Family owned and managed for 20 years, Hidden Hills Golf Club boasts a unique and welcoming golfing atmosphere. Visit us at hiddenhillsgc.com to book your next round on our Arnold Palmer signature course. You'll be glad you did.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality product. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJacks.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Looking for a new or used firearm? Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach will get you locked and loaded. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for used guns. No lines and no waiting. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart commented on being the underdog for the first time in over 20 years when his Dogs faced number 1 Texas in Austin.
I don't think it's about being the underdog. The mental strength it takes to play well on the road, you don't need to waste all that energy talking about being the underdog.
FSU head coach Mike Norvell identified the Noles needing to improve on third downs as they prepare to face Duke.
You know, with this Duke team, they've done a great job in third downs. It's a big area of focus where we need to improve.
Men's basketball SEC Media Days took place yesterday. Florida head coach Todd Golden talked about player retention.
Very important. We really try to pour into that continuity piece and getting Walter back, getting Will Richard back. But it all starts with the retention. It all starts with that continuity. And any team that's able to build continuity within their program, I think is going to have a better chance of being successful.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently it's 6:57 and it's 61 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Guess what day it is?
Whoa.
Guess what day it is?
You know it! Guess what day it is?
Anybody?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Mike.
Come on, Mike! Mike!
Hump
Tell me! Tell me!
Hump diggity! Hump day!
Let's go! Come on, Mike. There you go. It's good to be here on a hump day. Love me a hump day. Everybody loves hump day. Here we go. Here we go, Jacksonville. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a great time. You know, we had a monumental day yesterday in Jacksonville sports history.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just sad that it comes at this time of the year where the team is so in the tank. What a feel good it could have been yesterday. There would be a celebration, man, if the table was flipped and we were 5-1, but alas, we are not. Your record tells you what you are, and our record tells us we stink. But off the field, we ensured the viability of our Jacksonville Jaguars going forward. So it was fun to be there 32 years ago when we got the team. It's fun to be here 32 years later, knowing that we will keep the team. Not that there was ever a doubt. But I got to say, the drill will not cease to exist
the next time we need to build a stadium. 35 years from now, No. I got an outside shot at being around. Outside. But the show will not go on. Just so you all know. But nonetheless, it was a happy day. And listen, from Wayne Weaver, who vowed to find someone who would keep the team in Jacksonville, to Shad Khan, who has kept his promise and then some, applaud. You can be angry at Shad Khan for football. Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. We all are. We all are wondering what we're thinking sometimes on the football side of things. And by the way, getting Trevor and hiring Doug Peterson a couple years ago seemed like the perfect match, the match made in heaven. And for whatever reason, it's gone south in a hurry, a myriad of reasons, obviously. And so while we continue to dissect that, we can at least know that we will be able to continue to dissect, to enjoy, to criticize, to cry some more, to cry when our Jacksonville Jaguars play football. So we got that going for us, which is nice, I guess. That's what we got. We watched.
The problem is, like I said, what overwhelms me, and we touched on this yesterday with the trade deadline, and there are a lot of pieces for a floundering 1-5 team with guys that can be here in 3 years anyway to get some, to get some assets. But it's a waste. We may as well just give our players away because whatever we get in return will be botched by the front office in their personnel acquirement. And that is based on not opinion, but the factual results of what they do. And what they've done the last 3 or 4 years is repulsive.
Yeah.
It just is. It's just,
hard to argue with that.
Like, if you had a won't trade list today, it's got about 2 guys on it.
Won't trade is kind of another way of saying where are the stars, which is what we've been crying about for a couple years, right?
But we can name 5. At some point, you've got to rank them. You can name 5, quote, stars or 5 core players, which our 5 core players, to your point, aren't, must-keeps. We got a couple, 3 must-keeps.
Well, there are some. That's debatable, but yeah. I mean, obviously there's not many.
No.
That's fair.
Just based on not what we've seen at their best, what they are.
Right.
And it's easy to see what they are at their best when you're, hopeful.
Just to throw dirt on the grave, our Dream Finders Homes poll question decided they wanted to do that today. I begged the home office, don't do this, Dream Finders Homes. Don't do this. But they said we must.
Okay.
We must be fair. We must be real. We must. And what we have is the most overwhelming answer in the history, maybe, of the Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day.
And I know that probably, you probably, that hurts a little bit.
It does.
It indicates that, you want to,
I argue,
a probing question.
When the home office calls me the night before and we debate.
Okay, all right.
I say, listen, I call them Dream Finders Homes. I don't know their names.
I know. I do know that.
It's a vast group of important people.
Even if you did, you wouldn't.
Yeah. It's a vast group of important people.
Heavy hitters, we like to say.
They are. And so they call, and we go over, and what I like is like 25, 25, 25, 25. That's my goal. Huh? One that makes you think. Yeah. One that you're not sure the answer.
Right.
Sadly, Dream Finders Homes demanded that we do this one. They're angry too, I guess. They're a winner. They're in 15 different locations. They're offering great interest rates. They're there to help first-time homeowners. They're winning. And they're angry right now with our Jaguars. So, our Dream Finders Homes poll question of the day: which NFL squad is the early season's most disappointing? And you have 4 choices, Jeff.
Okay.
And E. You have the LA Rams, which right now are garnering a 0.7% of the vote. Over 600 votes, by the way.
Oh, dear.
0.7. You have the New York Jets, garnering 3.6% of the votes. You've got the Cincinnati Bengals garnering a whopping 8.6% of the votes. And you got, yes, our Jaguars garnering 87.1%. Dreamfinders Homes has decided.
Maybe if you would have ran the poll question in Cincinnati or LA, you'd had a different answer.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. 87.1. A number never reached before. You can vote on Twitter at Dan Hicken if you like. He will post it as well.
So we got a new.
Yeah. Congratulations. And we have enough votes.
Love to hit high,
We have enough votes
to
make it scientifically proven. 2.99% interest rate, by the way, like I said, at dreamfindershomes.com. Go check them out for that first year and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you, but don't tell them what else I said today because they're mad at me. And I'm mad at them.
What? I don't think you're mad at Dreamfinders Homes.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Is that who you said you're mad at, or the Googans are mad at?
No, I'm mad at the Jaguars. For making this happen.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Yeah, I'm not happy at all.
Sure. Yeah, the Murphy Power out today. That should be fun. A little powwow for you.
Yeah, I got Murphy.
I've decided. What do you play today, tonight, tomorrow, and Friday?
Yeah.
I've decided that, and I consider us to be friends.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be supportive of your Mets, but I don't want to sit here and kill your joy. So I'm just gonna take the next 2 days off.
Okay.
Do you play again Sunday? Is that game 6?
Yeah.
So that's perfect. If by the time I come back Monday, you're the ecstatic and you've moved on, and I've not had to live through it every morning.
Or we got a game 7.
Game 7, that's great. I can watch you grind. I can watch you twist in the wind and worry all day about a game 7 on the road. So I just feel it's best as the Mets win tonight and tomorrow night, and you dance and sing every morning, for you not have somebody with a bit in your mouth pulling you back.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you run free. You got lots of help here the next couple of days. You got lots to do. I'm going to let you just revel in it. I just think I'd be a bad friend if I sat here and gave you this look.
So I can talk about
like the one that you gave me through the Braves run. I got this look. Okay, good for you.
Really?
Yeah, I get it. I would be the same way. Yeah. I recognize that, and I'm not going to do to you the damage you did to me.
Okay. So when I talk
I'm thoughtful that way.
So when I bring up things like vanquishing the Braves,
correct.
It won't bother you.
Right. You can throw it into the wind. Stuff that I know is untrue. It won't bother me.
It won't bother you a bit.
Not one bit.
The fact that I'm lamenting the fact that the Yankees are going to be in the World Series,
that bothers. Yeah. See, I don't.
Yeah, it bothers me.
There's no winner there for most of us.
No. I really like the Lagway / Mertz. I don't think it's
contrived.
Yeah, I don't think it's just
lip service.
Yeah, lip service. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Derek Lagway Sr. Tweets out the Lagway. This is Junior's dad. The Lagways are praying for you, to Graham Mertz, praying for a quick and easy recovery. We appreciate everything you have shown and taught DJ. You have been a great leader and a blessing to him. Thank you for mentoring my son and supporting him. We have nothing but love for you and your family. We are here if you need anything.
So important.
#, Go Gators.
That's life right there, gang. There's a lesson a lot bigger than backup and quarter. That's how
I
you
like
are
that.
with people.
Yeah.
Or the other.
I appreciate
Or the other, you're some sniveling, this job is mine, I'm not going to help, and you're just an unhappy, cantankerous person for gosh knows how long. And I don't know, it would seem unfair to automatically assume a dude playing in the SEC, completing 75% of his passes, has no shot at the NFL. I don't think of Graham Mertz as an NFL quarterback per se, but could he, if you had, like, his dream would be like Brock Purdy, right? That kind of quarterback.
For sure.
Right? That's who he would be. He's not the strongest arm. He's not super.
Which I don't think he is, by the way.
No, I'm not saying that, but we didn't think Purdy was either.
Correct.
Purdy was the kind of college quarterback that Mertz is. And Mertz is doing it in Florida, so hopefully he'll get a chance at the next level. And but this is, do not misinterpret this as a prediction of the, some NFL stardom for Graham Mertz. Don't you think Graham Mertz this time next year is on a roster, though?
An NFL roster?
Yeah. I mean, look at all the guys that are on rosters,
Yeah, it
bro.
could be. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
But I'm just glad to see Lagway. I mean, I hate for Mertz that it came this way, and it is important to say for all of us that were pounding the table for Lagway, it was never about like Mertz being terrible. Yeah. Mertz not being good enough. In fact,
Mertz had his worst game. What happened badly for Mertz
yes.
his worst game against Miami.
And then Lagway turned around and had his best game, and it just didn't, didn't age good.
Yeah. One other thing before we got trivia coming up. And this, I don't know, maybe I should, tell me if this bothers you guys. It bothered me a little bit when I read it. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being too petty. Roger Goodell at the owners' meetings, they approved the 30. We talked about that, 32-0, blah, blah, blah.
Which is the easiest.
We think it's important, and stadiums are important to all franchises. But he goes on to say, to me, having a new stadium for our team is great. But I also am encouraged by the type of development that is happening in Jacksonville as a community.
Okay.
I don't need the NFL commissioner telling me,
Well, I'm sure he's just kind of
I guess
Shad's talking points, and they are developing that.
Well, there's $300 million that's going
and that's
into
what he's talking about. I think what he's saying there, I don't know if that's meant to.
I think, though, really what we need.
He wants to see that in other cities.
Well, I think what we need going forward, and I mean, look, we just spent a ton of money, so this is up to whomever and when we spend the money and blah, blah, blah. But the entertainment district down there around the stadium is the next step.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do.
That's what we all want.
That's what, like, for example, I
Everywhere
know
but
that
here.
Steve Cohen with the Mets is looking
Everywhere
at
but
putting up,
here, Dan.
Yeah.
Everywhere but here.
And that's why I like Lot J, but whatever, it's gone. But along those lines, there's
it might be better without Lot J. Lot J was going to have a lot of businesses. I mean, I just want a good old fashioned
restaurants and
barrio there, man. But accent on bar, just like 12, 14 restaurant.
Yeah,
gosh, it's such an untapped, beautiful place down there. And this with the development of the Four Seasons there, that will immediately help along that river for sure. This Four Seasons itself, I'm sure, will have a couple of restaurants and bars out on the river behind their property. So and and the stadium itself, after 30 years of going into what we've gone into, it's going to be unreal. It's going to be like moving into a multi-million-dollar beach mansion after spending your first 30 years. In the burbs somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
From the text line, Designed by Lifetime Enclosures, and I appreciate this update. It became a talking point yesterday. It's a real simple statement. Chicken Big Mac was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, we got one. He said it was good.
You know what's funny, Hick? I haven't been to McDonald's in forever and a day, and I was out running around doing different stuff, trying to get the phone fixed, couldn't get it done. And I went to McDonald's yesterday.
Yeah?
I couldn't, like I told you yesterday, I can't do the 3 pieces of bread thing.
You got to pull them things off there.
Yeah, I guess, man.
Pull the middle piece out.
What did I go with? What did I say I get every time I go?
That
quarter pounder, cheese, mustard only. We talked about it yesterday. It drove me.
Yeah. You got to diversify the palate, man.
Yeah, I'll do what I want to do.
All right, I'll fire
it's
it
my
up.
money. You spend your money, I'll spend mine.
You're right.
Fired up for trivia. It's coming up next right here on a Hump Day edition of The Drill.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Not using this as an excuse, just a fact, and it's interesting to see, but since Trevor Lawrence entered the league in 2021, the Jaguars have dropped 113 passes. That's the most in the NFL. I just thought that's interesting, and that helps explain a little bit about why you want more numbers, you want more stats. That's 21 more than the second-place team. The only problem with that stat is the second-place team, because the second-place team has the best quarterback in the NFL, and they're able to overcome it. But that you're able to overcome those things when you have the best quarterback in the NFL. Nobody said Trevor's the best quarterback in the NFL, so I think every little bit helps. But it's just another symbol, another issue that stands out where the Jaguars are the worst at something when they should be striving to be the best. And that's your Duval Minute. It's brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Listen, gang, summer's over, but the job market remains hot for Lift Power. They're always on the lookout for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The Bennies, 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, what an offer. Come see why Lift Power has been voted one of the best places to work for the past several years. The rapidly growing business has proudly served the Jacksonville area for more than 50 years. They're family-owned and operated. They're stable. They want you to be a part of that family. Don't let this opportunity slip by. All you got to do is visit liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Get entertaining insight on Sunday's games all day Monday.
They came together as a team.
Sink your teeth into Dandy Foods postgame Monday.
It is a game.
Makers of quality fresh sandwiches and home of the good stuff on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Can you believe they've been cleaning carpets in Jacksonville now for 20 years? Dave Benyon, his family and staff, they're so grateful of things and appreciate you. They're a great customer. October's birthday month for Zero Res, so what are we doing? Just say happy birthday, Zero Res. Boom, $50 off. $50 off carpet, towel and grout, upholstery, area rugs. Zero Res. Spell it forwards, Zero Res, spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Frank Frangie here. There are trucks, and then there's the truck, GMC Sierra, with available features like the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. Nimnick Buick GMC has the largest inventory of GMC Sierras in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. This month, save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierra 1500s or enjoy rates as low as 0% APR financing. Head to Nimnick GMC today. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Ackerman Cancer Center offers women's health, diagnostic, and screening services, including contract-enhanced mammography and total body MRI. Early detection is the key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O.
If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
It's not just about relaxing. Fishing can be exciting.
That's a big fish in the box right there.
Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show. Brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Veterans Wholesale Cabinets.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010 a.m.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Now, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Gator Injury Report.
Multiple key injuries occurred for the Florida Gators on Saturday night against the Tennessee Volunteers, the first and most significant of those being Graham Mertz, who went down with a torn ACL. That's some very unfortunate news for Mertz, as he will miss the remainder of this season. Montrell Johnson, who left Saturday night's game with a lower body injury, is not slated to miss significant time, said by Coach Napier in a Monday press conference. I'm Max Fink with your Gator Injury Report, presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen, energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Buy 4 windows or patio doors and get the 5th free. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires October 31st and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
I've known Glenn Cohen for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Poker players, brace yourselves. The World Poker Tour storms into Best Bet Jacksonville October 31st to November 19th, and the forecast calls for massive prize pools. Event 1 has a cool $200,000 guarantee. Event 6, a downpour of $300,000. And the main event, a flood of a $1 million guarantee. WPT Championship satellites are already brewing. Don't get left high and dry. Head to bestbetjacks.com for details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John. Driven by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Before you buy, give us a try. JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You know him, you love him. He's bald. He's beautiful. Oh, but that smell. GSJ, TriviaNation.com zone. Get Smart John. Johnny!
Good morning, Guggen.
Good morning, Guggen. How are you?
Doing well. Glad to have everybody back. I must say the boys did very well in your absence last week.
Okay, good. I like to hear that.
I do want to ask you a question. This was a bonus question, okay? And because I got it wrong myself. So can you tell me the best-selling movie soundtrack of all time? Now, my guess was Saturday Night Fever, and it was wrong.
That's a good one. Best-selling movie soundtrack of all time.
Yes.
Footloose. How about is it a Disney movie?
No. Okay. No. It was actually the audio clue I played for them, which they got. But it was that one. But I'm not going to tell you.
Oh.
Just want to see. And again, this is just extra credit.
All right.
Because they got
best-selling movie soundtrack of all. I don't know.
Think Songbird.
Oh, Songbird?
Yeah, think Songbird.
I'll give you one hit, and it was from the 90s.
Oh, I think, okay. It's kind of a trick question then. Because, I mean, that if it's what I think it is, which is what E's making me think, I know who E thinks of when he says Songbird. I think he thinks of Whitney. Is that correct? And if he thinks of Whitney, it's the Costner movie. But that you don't think of that as a musical. It's The Bodyguard.
Exactly.
Thank you, E.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You don't think of the
You
body.
don't. That's what you don't. It doesn't stand out at all.
You think of
You're right.
you think of movies with music in them, and that's just one song, isn't it?
Right.
Is there more songs than that in the body?
Sure, there are. I think she had 2 number ones in there. Yeah.
I'm thinking of "I Will Always Love You," but
right. Well, that was what I played, and I played that song for him. And the question was, what movie was that featured?
Right.
And of course, then they got it.
Good.
Yes. Also, special shout out as I was out and about watching Washington lose, but still a valiant effort. Shout out to Kurt Guggen, came up and said I listened to your segment and enjoy the boys. So shout out to him. By the way, real quickly, you talk about with the trade deadline.
Yes.
As a Washington fan, I would gladly give up a first rounder to get Myles Garrett because Cleveland is a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's a good point. They wonder about Myles Garrett. I don't think they're going to trade him for just. I wouldn't trade him for just a first rounder, but he's a heck of a football player.
Right. And by the way, in 19 years of doing trivia with you guys, the audio clue is something that, well, I kind of take personal pride in, and you'll see why.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
And you'll appreciate it.
Good.
Okay. All right. So it's morning, so let's get started with beer.
Drink beer. Oh, come drink beer with me. I don't give a damn for any old man who won't drink beer with me. Roll out the old golden goblet with the star lamp on it, and we'll all have another keg of beer. More beer, for it's not...
Last week, and Jeff called it right on, that we probably got 2 or 3 extra questions as a result because you didn't sing. Okay. Which brand of beer features seasonal releases such as Flannel Fest, Oktoberfest, and Jack O'Pumpkin Ale?
Is that Sam Adams?
I'm guessing. I don't. I don't, nor like anyone who drinks Jack O'Pumpkin Ale.
I gotta think.
Drink a beer or go have a latte.
That's who I think of when you say that.
Not really a brewski kind
of guy.
And
my friend Mark, Mark loves those kind of fruity beers. You're excluded. You're exempted.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like Sam Adams to me.
All right, we'll go Sam Adams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grammar.
Oh, Mrs. Goff is not going to be happy.
Which word in the following sentence is functioning as an adjective? Joe ordered a cold beer.
Cold.
Okay. Yes.
How great is this?
TV.
Ordered would be the verb.
We should have missed on those. And Joe would be the subject and the noun. That's correct.
By the way, we talk about shows. If you haven't, I binge watch it. Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Very good. He's 75 or whatever he is. He's still a bad egg.
Hey, Johnny.
Yes.
When you asked that question last night, I'm assuming, I don't know if these are from last night or whatever you asked.
Yes, they are.
Joe ordered a cold beer, and a group misses it. Is that a bad look?
It is a bad look. As a matter of fact, normally when everyone gets it right, we call that social, and everybody takes a drink.
We didn't have that?
We did not have a social. Yes.
Oh, man.
Ouch. I know. Okay. TV. Airing from 2001 to 2010.
Okay.
What NBC medical comedy drama series follows the lives of employees at the fictional Sacred Heart Hospital?
That's the one with McDreamy and all that.
No, that's not NBC.
Is it Grey's Anatomy?
No, I don't think that's NBC.
Oh, okay.
I know that's
Chicago
not NBC.
Hope. Is that it? Which is the one that had? Is it E? What's not? What years did it run from what to what?
2001 to 2010.
Is that? That's after ER, right?
Yeah, it's not Saint. That was what was Saint Allegius, Johnny? There was Saint. That was
Saint Elsewhere. That was Saint Elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's
no,
a
it's one
hospital
that we
show.
know, but it's one that it's a hospital show,
right?
Yeah.
Is there another one you've never heard of? The Chicago Hope?
There's a Chicago Med, but I think that's current.
It could be Chicago.
I don't know any other hospital. I mean, I know ER. What's the one that had like McDreamy and all those?
No, that's
dudes?
Grey's Anatomy.
That's Grey's Anatomy. I'm
ABC.
asking. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
ABC.
No. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying what I'm trying to differentiate.
No. I know.
How many other hospital shows were there?
I'm okay with that. I don't know.
I don't. Is there like a
I got a feeling
9/11 kind, or not 9/11, like 911 or one of those kind
No,
of.
that was on last night.
ER. There's nothing like that. Or,
That's old.
Yeah,
older.
All right, let's go.
Chicago
Hope.
Yeah, we can't. Chicago Hope.
Scrubs.
Oh, that's comedy. I would never
the
that.
guys that are now doing the T-Mobile commercials, I think.
Yeah.
That guy's annoying.
That was on for 9 years.
Wow.
Huh?
Is Chicago
I've
Hope
never
a terrible
seen it.
answer, or is that a popular show?
Well, that was on years prior. No, I used to watch Chicago Hope.
Okay.
Actually. So.
What did people miss that one with? Or did they not?
No. There were several that missed it actually, but the years are what kind of helped people. And like Grey's Anatomy is still on.
Chicago Hope was right before that, 94 to 2000.
So it was somewhat popular. It had a run.
It was on CBS too.
CBS, yeah.
All right. Well,
I think Mandy Patinkin was in that.
So is that what the networks do? Hey, they got a hospital show. We need a hospital show.
100%.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a staple, isn't it?
You know, it's amazing that Scrub show you just said it aired. I never saw once.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I
never saw it.
I know the show, but I don't know
Did you
anything
see
about
it?
it.
Heck no.
I thought Scrubs was.
John, did you see it?
I thought it was a straight up.
I saw it a
sitcom.
couple times.
Okay.
The one guy that's in all those, John McGinley, I think his name is, character actor, was also in it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So.
All right.
It was okay.
Nah, good question.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Is that a straight up sitcom or no?
He said.
Well, it was comedy drama.
Yeah.
It did have some.
Dramedy, we like to call those, John.
Dramedy. Yeah.
Well, we should not have said Chicago Hope then. It's got no comedy. That was a bad answer.
I didn't know much about Chicago Hope. So, yeah.
Okay. Sports. Name 2 of the 3 active college football head coaches in FBS that have won national championships, and a bonus point if you can name all 3.
Well,
Kirby, Dabo.
Yeah, boom. And did
Kirby, Dabo.
Mac Brown.
Yeah, you got that very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mac Brown may have tripped up some people last night.
Mac Brown got a mention yesterday on the show, didn't he?
I mean, who are you talking to here?
Mac Brown's 5-8 in his last 13 games, by the way.
You didn't reach the weather department.
Okay. This one was surprisingly not a social, but again, geography kind of, sort of.
All right.
Universities.
Yeah.
Main campus of Emory University is in what U.S. city?
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was easy.
Yes, it was.
Poetry.
Oh, dear. Stepometer. Sonnet. Keats.
What? What? 1845. Oh, what? 1845 poem frequently features the word "nevermore."
The Raven.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the only one we know.
That is correct. And all we know is quote the Raven, nevermore.
Yeah.
Yes.
The line before that, no one knows.
No one knows.
It was lost.
No.
Along with the Grail.
EAP did that.
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. That Ground Pub.
Oh, that's what I said, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When in doubt.
I got
that. Yeah.
Show you boys.
Didn't reach the weather department.
Music.
Manilow!
Now, I want to see if he gets this. So,
Well, he's already pulled it up. How could he miss?
It's not the audio.
No, this is the audio.
Oh, okay.
No, this is not the audio.
Oh, never mind.
All right.
Hit me.
Hit him.
Even if you were broke, what singers love don't cost a thing?
Even if you were broke.
The bottom line is, what singer saying
Love don't cost a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to hear the song, man. It ain't ringing a bell.
That makes you feel any better. I couldn't tell you. I have
All
no
right,
idea.
boys, you may help now if you wish.
Yeah, no, I have no idea. I'm guessing that is it somebody that went broke? Also,
No, I think we're reading too much into it.
Okay.
I think it's more of a famous.
Yeah, love don't. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman.
It's
It's the second round question.
It's like
will play that.
it's not Paula Abdul, but it's somebody like it's
like a Sheila E.
It's-
Paul.
yeah, like
Oh, your love don't cost a thing. Da-na-na-na-na. That's the song. E. Is that it?
Oh, I hear it in my head now. Yeah.
Now you might. Mm-hmm.
That's the song.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's like
even if you were. Oh, that's J-Lo.
There we go. There we go. We did it. We did it.
Solid E.
Sing it. Yeah.
I heard Jeff hit the vocals just like it, so I knew.
He did. That's what I said.
The lyrics.
Yeah.
The lyric. That's the only part of the song. I didn't know the song. And I'm trying to think, where do those lyrics fit in the song?
Even if you were
Well,
broke,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what did it for you, E, don't you? Is that unlike Dan, Jeff sang on key.
I was on key.
On
Helped
point.
Helped you a little bit.
on point.
Oh, hey, we kid because we care. We love when you sing, Dan. Okay.
Get you run real quick, Johnny.
There's Johnny.
Okay.
Over there.
Now, let's do the audio clue. It's very brief. And by the way, Dan, I don't want you to answer. I want to see if Jeff gets this because he's a little bit younger than us.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I remember now. Missed it by that much.
Okay, so
I know
obviously
I know
that
the
was
line.
Get Smart.
Yeah, I
It
know
was
the
Get
line.
Smart, right? So your question is though, what actor portrayed?
Yeah, I don't know that dude's name. It's
You know it.
You know what? If I had the 4.5 minute song and 3 guys to kick it around with at a table and a beer in front of me, I think I might come up with it. But I don't have that long. And if Dan knows it, then is it? Give me his initials.
DA, I think.
That's correct. DA is correct.
Yeah.
Is it Dick something?
No.
Because that's what I thought it was.
Dick Sargent.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Who is it? David Adams.
Don Adams.
Don Adams.
Dan. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Adams. I got Adams. I got something out of there after a
Yeah.
hit and an initial. And I got
As I said, the whole few years, I thought that might
President's
make a difference.
name.
Did you know that he was a war hero in World War II? Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I saw that on my boring TV one night.
Very nice. Okay. Now this one is a really good one.
Sadly, I wouldn't have been able to find him in the annals because I didn't know his name.
Yeah, Mel Brooks was one of the co-creators of Get Smart. Yeah. Okay. Geography.
Okay.
While Qatar is the only country that starts with Q, what is the only world capital city that starts with Q?
Quito.
Yeah. Boom. Now, for extra credit, can you tell me the country
Ecuador! Boom, boom, boom!
Yes. Wow. Okay.
That's about to be a drop.
That was very, very good. Okay.
I ain't getting that one.
No, I got the keto, but I drew a blank on the
Keto sounds
country
like
that
some
was
sort
capital.
of
A diet.
dish, some sort of food. I'll have the keto, please.
Yeah.
like quinoa.
Can you believe
Can I
me?
spell that?
Sure.
I'm with you.
That's it.
Okay.
I got to go.
That's a walk-off.
Yeah, my
Okay,
brain will not work better than that the rest of the day. It's worthless. I used it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Who was the first heavyweight boxer to own all three major belts? WBA, WBC, and IBF at the same time.
Doesn't it feel like it's Holyfield? It feels like it's like Michael Holyfield like. Is that the one that Tyson beat? Was with the Holyfield brother? Was it Mike? What's the brother's name? No, not Holyfield. Spinks.
Oh, I think it's more Tyson.
It wasn't Michael Spinks when he beat him. When he knocked him out in about a half a minute.
Who knocked him out?
Tyson.
Yeah, so Tyson knocked out Spinks. And
I think. Oh, Tyson was one
to get
already.
all the belts.
Okay, that one got all the belts.
I don't know if which
See
one
the
got
first
them.
though.
Yeah. I could go back.
I mean, that's just the boxing gets weird, right? They don't include a guy for some
There's
reason.
not one that it doesn't like stand out in my head.
Okay, well, I don't know why and it doesn't stand out enough to go with it. Tyson makes sense. I mean, you said did you say heavyweight?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you look at like Ali's era, and there were just so many great fighters that I could see somebody always getting some sort of nod. I mean, you went through
Ali beat.
What about Evander Holyfield? Didn't he have them all when he beat Michael Moore, maybe?
I don't know. Tyson was before that, though.
Yeah, I know, but did he have them all? Maybe.
Who beat Tyson, though?
Yeah.
Remember Tyson? No one beat Tyson.
Forever. Yeah, we'll go Tyson.
Tyson.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Good job. I try to find 1,000 ways around that answer.
That was good.
Maybe Spinks held a title when he beat him, and that's when Tyson. That fight, for some reason, stands out as bigger than the 8 seconds it lasted.
Let me look.
E.T., the Mike Tyson phenomenon was something else, friend.
Yeah, no.
You get together with your buddies, you'd go over, you'd all throw in $4, get pay-per-view, and then that joker would come out and knock him out in 8 seconds, and the night would be over.
He was
nothing.
Tyson unified the heavyweight title with a tough decision win over the spirited Tony Tucker. Tyson won the WBA title from Bone Crusher Smith. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He beat him
What a great name.
He beat Trevor Berbick to get the WBC. Yeah.
So Berbick was the one that unified it then?
No, I think Tucker did.
Oh, Tucker did.
Tucker was the last one of the three. Yep.
I still always remember when Buster Douglas beat him. That was on HBO in 1990, and Larry Birchett was interviewing him at the end of it. And goes, "Well, how do you feel?" He goes, "I feel great. I whipped his A." You know. So, probably, would you say biggest upset in boxing history?
Definitely one of them. I mean,
I think it's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Tyson's first. He was just rolling still. Now, he'd
Mm-hmm.
already done the prison at that point, or we came after that?
After, I'm pretty sure.
No, that was before his prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Prison
fight.
came
We're
out.
saying.
Yeah. Okay.
We got time for a couple more. Yeah, U.S. history.
Okay. All right. Name 2 of the 3 countries against whom Congress declared war in the 19th century, and a bonus point if you can name all 3 countries.
So it's the 1800s.
People might have gotten mixed up on that last night.
Oh yeah. So isn't it?
I mean, did we? I'm guessing.
The War of 1812 was against who?
I was against England.
Okay, there's one.
Yeah, and
there's one.
And there's the French
Correct.
and Indian War. No, I mean.
So France?
I would say France. Yeah.
Okay, England and France. We'll go with.
That's your final?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Spain and Mexico. The other 2.
All right. A lot of Indians in Mexico, maybe. I don't know.
Science.
Science.
Mostly hydrogen and helium. Which planet has the lowest average density?
That means you can, it means when you step on the planet, you sink into it.
Yeah, this is
gaseous, like
yeah,
Saturn.
Yeah.
The rings.
Yeah.
Juniper.
I have no idea, dude.
Saturn or Juniper.
Yeah, no idea. Again, this is the analytics department will handle this one. They
pass
paid
it.
attention to this
E,
class.
name a planet.
Which
Uranus?
one? Yeah, no. Is that still a planet? It is, right?
Thank you, E.
Why do I feel like it's what is it now? It's the planet's pretty gaseous, you said?
Mostly hydrogen and helium.
Yeah, let's go
which
Saturn.
planet has the lowest? Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have time for one more?
Yeah,
Yes.
go.
Okay, music.
Manlo!
Formed in 1990, and let me finish.
Okay.
What girl group's members were Tion T-Boz Watkins, Lisa Left Eye Lopes, and Rosanda Chili Thomas?
E.
Y'all got this?
E.
Yeah, oh yeah, we got it.
I got it too.
Go ahead.
TLC, he doesn't believe us.
No, I knew y'all had it, man. Y'all
That's
cultured.
TLC, no?
Absolutely.
Listen, I hung with Andre Rison, my man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, didn't
They
you
go
burn
back.
down his house?
Yes, you did. Left eye.
Left Eye didn't play.
Yeah. All right. Way to
Hey,
finish.
Johnny!
Thank you, John. Appreciate
We'll see
you.
you.
There
Have a
it
great day.
goes. Let's get smart, John. Off
Yeah.
into the wilds.
Yeah.
We'll continue on a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday. It's a 10-minute drill next.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey everybody, Jennifer Marion with Randy Marion Cadillac in Jacksonville here to say hello, and we'd sure like to have your business.
You know what? They're going to love the king of price.
My dad believes in making great deals and having a great selection in stock.
Cadillac XT4s, XT5s, and XT6s, and Escalades.
The all-electric Cadillac Lyriq.
CT4s and CT5s.
Cadillac luxury and selection is just waiting for you.
At Randy Marion Cadillac, Southside Boulevard, Jacksonville.
And don't forget, tell them Jennifer sent ya.
Hey, imagine having a doctor available to you any day, anytime. That's why I'm here to tell you about my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for a long time, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. So you bet I'm going with him. Why? Because, man, he's been looking after me for a lot of years and taking great care of me. So it's kind of like this. You're not feeling well. You need an appointment. You call a regular doctor. You can't get in for, a month. Well, not with Doc T. He gets you in that day, right away. You got a medical emergency? Here's Doc T's phone number. He'll get right back to you 7 days a week, 24/7. It's kind of like being a member of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Doc T's the best, in my opinion. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. Again, always on with me, treats me as a member of his family. So whether it's yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, you name it, Doc T has you covered. Find out more at mypvconcierge.com. They'll answer all your questions. mypvconcierge.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hello there. Brendan from Play It Again Sports here to congratulate all the parents for surviving another summer. The kiddos are back to school, and you know what that means? Sports are back. But don't fret. Play It Again Sports has the gear you need at prices worthy of excessive celebration. From sluggers and shooters to clappers and benders, Play It Again Sports can turn your kids into goats. Stop in today on Merrill Road near 295 or online at playitagainjacks.com.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes, and I speak for everyone here at 1010XL when I say congratulations, Hacker. 100 pounds lost with a Wake 180 is a huge milestone, and we are so proud of you. Life-changing, life-enhancing. Awaken180weightloss.com.
When they were little, the other girls played with dolls.
Aww.
They played with footballs.
Who's that? Yes, it's us.
Helmets and heels.
From the First Coast Lighting Studios at 1010XL.
Weekdays noon to 2.
Some girls have all the fun.
Hi, Jags fans. Walker Little here for my friends at Kingfish Pest Control. Playing offensive line in the NFL, I must block and protect on every down. When it comes to keeping my home pest-free, I expect that same level of protection. So I contacted Kingfish after seeing thousands of positive online customer reviews about their service. I can confirm from personal experience, bugs don't stand a chance getting past Kingfish Pest Control. Do what I did. Reach out to Kingfish Pest Control to protect your home, a proud partner of your Jacksonville Jaguars.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Today's contestant, a gravy taster from Jacksonville, Florida, me, Dennis Mosley.
Hi, Ken.
Okay, Dennis. 100 plumbers surveyed, top answer on the board. What does it mean if someone says your home has hard water?
It's made of ice? Let's see. Hard water. Oh, is it club soda mixed 4-to-1 with vodka?
Last chance, Dennis. What is hard water?
Oh, is it that lime scale stuff that makes my taps all crusty?
That's right, Dennis. And a water treatment system from Bueller Air and Plumbing will eliminate troublesome lime scale deposits that can ruin your expensive appliances and let your neighbors know for sure that you are cool.
I wonder if I can get me a gin and tonic faucet.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
16 years serving great craft beer in Jacksonville is saying something, and that's worth a round of applause. And Bold City Brewery is celebrating. Duval's oldest brewery is set up for a big party October 12th, and you don't want to miss it. All the details are at boldcitybrewery.com.
If your IT, data security, and your office copiers are operating perfectly, you must have hired ABS, Advanced Business Solutions, as your technology partner.
Advanced Business Solutions.
Jeff Lagerman here. Now that football season is here, make sure your ride can get to that tailgate or away game safely and dependably. You can trust the ASE certified professionals at any of the 27 independently owned Napa Auto Care Centers and the quality Napa parts they use. Napa Auto Care Centers can handle everything: oil changes, air conditioning, brakes, engines, transmissions, and more. Napa Auto Care offers a nationwide 24-month, 24,000-mile peace-of-mind warranty on most repairs. Find a Napa Auto Care Center near you. JacksNapaAutoCareGroup.com.
Want to show your kids something really cool? Take them by the Kuhn Flowers window display on Beach Boulevard. 1010XL's RJ Saunders here, and there's no better way to introduce your kids to Kuhn Flowers. For over 75 years, Kuhn Flowers.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
With the Jaguar Stadium deal getting unanimous approval from the owners, Jag owner Shad Khan credits the teamwork.
It really speaks to the volume, I think, Mark Lamping, and really not only the Jaguars team, but frankly the NFL team.
Bucky Brooks of the NFL Network commented on a recurring theme of this year's Jaguar team.
It's part of a recurring theme, right, that we've heard from Doug Peterson in terms of this team will not start winning until they learn how to avoid losing.
Jag head coach Doug Peterson doesn't want losing to seep into the Jags culture.
I want them to feel sort of mentally defeated because that's where the slippery slope comes in. You feel like you're going into a game where you don't have a chance, then you're not going to have a chance.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
Your local authorized Xerox dealer on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. He tells us it's razzle dazzle. Lee, what do you got today, sir?
The razzle dazzle I got for the beautiful folks in Jacksonville, Florida today is a floral arrangement delivery from Kuhn Flowers. All you got to do is holler at me at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Right, I have determined that I am just the kind of sheep that keeps America's capitalistic society afloat. Like I'm just the kind of guy that allows technology to increase in price and no questions asked and just move along, get me out of here. That's me. I'm that guy. I'm in day 4 here of phone purgatory. And went yesterday with this silly notion that I would go in and I would pick out the phone and I would leave with the phone. And they would fix what's been ailing me here with this whole, whatever. We've been down that. You weren't here, like the whole SIM card issue, the whole deal. So So I went in yesterday, and I pick out the one I want. I do all that, and yet and dumb me. I mean, apparently just completely clueless. Get to the end, and that's where I've learned that it'll be sent to me. What are you doing, Jeff? You stood in line for 20 minutes. Ask the dude, can I walk out with the phone? If not, go to a next phone place. I needed a phone now. I don't need to be waiting on one and then have to go back up there and have them do all the things that I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would just do on their own. Swapping over the information, this, that, and the other. But this this was amazing. I tell you what, I've learned this, Hick, through all this. You can lose your driver's license, lose your insurance card, you can lose your. Don't lose your SIM. Don't let the SIM card go bad, buddy. That SIM card has everything, man. You can't do nothing without that thing.
All right. Doug Peterson meeting with the media right now over in London says Tayshaun Gibson remains on the commissioner's suspended list. It's a league thing. We're waiting on the league. What? What does that mean? If they give you a 6-game suspension, how can they make it 7?
I don't know. That's a fair question.
I don't understand. I would like someone to explain that to me. Anyone?
No, and then they could use them. They're playing, back half of the defense overall, man. With all the problems we've had, and frustrations offensively, with the quarterback, the lightning rod for that, the defense is just
terrible.
Gosh, it's alarming.
Says the team will make a decision later in the week on cornerback Tyson Campbell, see where he's at throughout the week of practice. So maybe that's good news. I got a name for you. I'll give you more Peterson isms as they come out. I want you to tell me, Mr. Braves guy. My son asked me this name the other day, and I vaguely remembered him. But I said, well, if anyone will remember him, it will be Jeff Prosser. This guy won 15 games for you in 1999.
Okay. Yeah, I'll remember him.
15 games.
You want me to see if I can name him?
Yeah. He pitched mostly
Denny Nagel?
That's a good guess. No.
Is it the guy they got from Russ Ortiz?
That's a good guess also. He started in Montreal in 90. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong date for you. It was 2009.
Oh, 2009. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit.
Okay, he started in Montreal.
That's a harder one.
He started in Montreal.
Okay. His career or that season?
His career in 98. Okay. He won 165 games in his big league career, but he only pitched 1 year for you. But the year he pitched for you in 2009, he was 15-10 with a 2.87 ERA. So when I say his name, I know you'll go, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if you could
09. Now I think that's in we're in the wilderness for a brief spat, right? 09, we're not a good team. I can't recall because we ran it from 91 to 05, and then Rick Ankiel we had about that time.
This guy started 36 games, had 4 complete games.
Back when they didn't have them.
Or 3 complete games. He started 32 games for you that year.
Okay.
15-10.
I'm trying to put a roster around 2009.
Then the year after that, he went to the Yankees. The year after that, he went to the Marlins. He won 10 games and he won 13 games. And then he stopped. But he was like a double-digit winner every year.
Okay.
Won 16 with the Expos in 01.
16?
I knew the name, but I didn't know much about.
All right. What, is he a righty or a lefty, or do you know? Is a righty? You don't know? Give me the initials.
JV.
J.
It's
Javier Vasquez?
Javier Vasquez.
Yeah, I certainly remember him with us. I saw him pitch, and he was good for us.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's 15-10 with a 2.87 ERA.
I saw him. In 2009, I was in Wrigley. I saw him pitch in Wrigley and win.
There you go. The only reason I brought him up, my son plays with his nephew or something like that.
And he was a very good White Sox, maybe? Where did he pitch his best?
Well, in Montreal from 98 to 03 won. Yeah, and
did he pitch for the White Sox at one point or no?
He did.
Yeah.
He won 11, 15, and 8, and then 12 and 16. Career ERA 4.22, 165 wins, 160 losses. I mean,
he had a very good year for us.
28 complete games.
Yeah, very good year for us.
Yeah.
No, he was.
Why you let him go?
He was probably the end of a contract. I don't know how he got him.
One-year deal.
One-year deal.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. Let me look at the list. I'm going to do this because just to remind myself, I have a black hole.
Yeah.
Where, the Braves had about it, they were 14 years in a row, won the division.
Guy made $99 million.
91 to 05, they won the division, and then they and then they continued to, up through, then they, 06, 79 and 83, 07, 84 and 78, 08, 72 and 90.
Oh, those were the days.
09, 86 and 76.
Not bad.
In 2010, we went to the division series, won 91 games. 2011, won 91, missed the playoffs. 2012, lost in the wild card. That was the pop fly game. 2013, won the East, lost the division series to the Dodgers. And then we had one more little 3-year sabbatical, 15, 16, 17. 67 wins, 68 wins, 72 wins. That's when they did all that house cleaning that you gave me rations of, like Hayward and Kimbrell and all those dudes. And then beginning in 18, they won the division, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 years in a row, and then a second this year. So, the point being that 09 is, that's in the middle. Although that's probably why they got back to 86 and 76 that year. I'm pretty sure 09, is that not a Phillies World Championship year?
Was it? We don't do a lot of hockey, but Columbus did a nice tribute to Johnny Gaudreau, one of the brothers Gaudreau who were run over by a drunk driver this summer and died. They did a 13-second pause at the start of the game. They dropped the puck, and for 13 seconds, they're all hitting their sticks. This fan stood up, and it was very emotional and moving. I thought it was a nice, and I guess
I did see that. That's bad.
And then in the NFL world, big trades going on. Devontae Adams goes to the Jets. And then Buffalo strikes back. I like Buffalo's deal. They went and got Amari Cooper.
He's a good guy for them. Here's what I was reminded of watching those deals yesterday. No premier position in the NFL, like Hall of Fame level talent, bounces around to 3 or 4 or 5 franchises like wide receivers.
Yeah.
Like in their prime, they do it. Now, sometimes they do it because they've got like a diva. There's the TO route, always looking for a contract, always looking for this. But sometimes it's not. I just don't. I guess they get signed for big money. The team that has them doesn't win. They get out of the last year or so of the contract, and they move on to the next place. But Amari Cooper's been great everywhere he's been. I think last year was a career year. That's a good addition for them. Buffalo's doing it right. They wait. They see what they need. They recognize if Keon Coleman's not ready right away, or if Shakir's not at one guy, and they go out and they make a move. They get aggressive. And so it was a good move by them. And I don't know about the Devontae Adams to the Jets.
Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, and everybody pans the Jets, and it's easy to do. But if I'm the Jets, I'd say, why not?
Sure.
We're all in.
I don't
we got to win.
It's just, amazingly, since Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers split, they're both kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And Devontae Adams had decent years with the Raiders. It's just, the stakes you're playing at, I guess.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it going. It's 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. E, tell them what you're going to hand them.
A floral arrangement delivery from Kuhn Flowers, 904-641-1010.
Boom.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. In every game, there's a guy who just makes plays.
He's their best home run hitter and elusive generational type back.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
I couldn't be any happier to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. I tell you this on a daily basis because I love my blue Silverado, my boy Blue, and I love George Moore Chevrolet. They treat you like gold over there on the beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. You'll find out exactly what I'm talking about if you head over there. There's no pressure. They're just there to help you. I want to help you achieve your goal of securing a vehicle. And if you want a truck like me, or a car, or an SUV, or an electric, or a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got them for you. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, don't worry. MooreChevy.com, so easy to navigate. More with an E, Chevy.com. You'll see all the vehicles, sales, service, parts. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet, gang, together. Let's drive.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Joe C. for CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. And if your dream is to create that space where you're living large in your backyard, then you need to get with the good people at CSS. They put a gas log in our fireplace, an awesome fire pit out back where the kids can toast s'mores, and we can just hang out and watch the game. It's all part of your outdoor living experience with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
Roof damage? Call before you claim. Green Law Group, fighting insurance companies for you. They will work for you when you have roof damage. Don't let your insurance deny you. Don't call an adjuster. Call Green Law Group at 904-302-7055. Remember, if you have roof damage, call Green Law Group before you claim. They've settled millions and will work hard to get your claim and new roof. Green Law Group. Call before you claim. 904-302-7055.
It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing. Just straight up action, my boy. Does your other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and you're not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up using my promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you started. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders has been printing money straight like that. Stack that with my bookie's risk-free Thursday. So why wait? There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the bet boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, my bookie refunds you your money. Sign up using my promo code 1010XL to double your deposit bonus with my bookie. The best sign-up bonus for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. Come on, somebody.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. Jags Hall of Famer Tony Baselli puts on his gold jacket every Monday morning at 7:20 on The Drill.
Does look good.
It's Hall of Fame Monday with Tony Baselli.
Good? It's great.
Brought to you by Heritage Roofing of North Florida on 1010XL.
If you want someone who will pump out the problems, vote for the Duck.
Call Duck Duck Rooter, your 5-star Google-rated septic company. DuckDuckRooter.com.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Hey, Hicken here for my friends at GolfTeeRepair.com. GolfTeeRepair.com? What's that, Hick? It's not a group that fixes golf tees. They want you to have some fun around the game that we all love. Golf Tee Repair is a Jacksonville company, makes affordable golf wear for Jacksonville men and ladies who love to play. And you got to see it to believe it, man. They got polos, they got t-shirts, they got hats, they got hoodies. It's all natural materials, made comfortable, breathable clothing made from bamboo, and it's at GolfTeeRepair.com. That's where you will find them. You'll see the Duval shirt. You'll see the Florida shirt. You'll see the Florida State shirt. You'll see the Georgia shirt. They got them all, and they're perfect to wear right now. Great, not whether you're golfing or just going out. GolfTeeRepair.com. Anytime I wear my Florida shirt, people say, "Hey, Hick, where'd you get that?" I tell them, GolfTeeRepair.com. Check them out today. GolfTeeRepair.com.
Homeowners, listen up. The Fed is taking action, lowering rates for the first time in years, and Loan Pronto has followed suit, lowering mortgage rates big time. Prosser here. That means this is the best chance in 2 years to do a cash-out refi and unlock all that equity at an amazing rate. Loan Pronto has fixed loans under 5% APR, the lowest in 2 years. You can get a fast refi and get $50,000 to $75,000, even $100,000 in cash. Use it to pay off all your credit cards, personal loans, car loans. You'll end up with one payment each month. And for most homeowners, they save over $850 every month. If you want to keep your original mortgage intact, ask about the Loan Pronto Express Equity Line of Credit. If you act now, you can even skip your next 2 house payments. So call now. Get your rate quote in minutes with no hard credit pull and no upfront fees like those other guys. 999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Here's Linda Beaver.
Let's start the debate. Why would someone buy a new car from you? We have an exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty on every new vehicle. We offer a competitive wow price plus free oil changes. How much will someone get for their trade? We offer more than $4,000 over KBV value. Well, we never lose a trade over price. Okay, when is the best time to buy a car? Right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter which side you pick. At Beaver Toyota and Beaver Chevrolet, you get it all. Let us show you why we're the winning vote.
Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to bring your friends out and enjoy our spectacular golf course, which is carved out of some of the highest elevations in North Florida. Hidden Hills Golf Club, unlike any other. Check us out, hiddenhillsgc.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by YMCA. During his Media Day presser, Florida basketball head coach Todd Golden addressed the appeal of foreign players for college programs.
And I think a lot of the international players, they've been a part of team and been a part of program or club for a long time, so they kind of come up in that environment where they understand sacrifice and understand putting the team in front of themselves.
As they prepare to take on Duke this Saturday, Knowles head coach Mike Norvell highlights the importance of performance in this game.
Offensively and defensively, this is a big week for us to see growth, to see improvement.
The two highly talented quarterbacks when Georgia faces Texas. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart commented on the comparisons between Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers and Georgia's quarterback Carson Beck.
They're very similar in terms of knowledge, understanding of their offense, protections. It doesn't seem pressure affects him much.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:05, it's 57 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. I haven't asked you in a while, but I saw this and it made me think. I saw this has to be the worst single-week fantasy performance ever. How's your fantasy squad doing? Your fantasy
We're
football
3-3. We're
All
just hanging. We're hanging around here, just trying to piecemeal it.
Well, my man here
should be 4-2. I made a wrong start one week. A big time mess up.
My man here had Dak Prescott at quarterback for 3 points, Zeke Elliott at running back for 1.7, ETN at running back for -0.1, Olave at receiver -0.5, Ridley 0.9, Dallas Goedert 0, Marvin Harrison Jr. 0, Dallas defense -7, and then the kicker for the Bills 3. He lost 138.4 to 1.22.
Wow, that is amazing.
That's
I was about to say maybe you're in a league that scores like less, because it used to be back in the day you'd play a fantasy game, it looked like a real game, 17-14.
Yeah.
But no, according to that 138, that's not the case.
Yeah. 1.22 is what he loaded up on. So that would have been a tough week to go through. Jerry Jones lost his mind a little bit yesterday.
Well, he said the quiet part out loud. He basically admitted they've got state-run radio down there is what it sounded like. He sounded like he was their boss. You better ask me better questions or I'll find someone else to ask him.
I'm serious.
Yeah. Is he their boss? Like, does he own that radio?
He must.
I don't think
No,
he does.
they're probably the official station. That's probably
it.
what it is.
That's
I mean, we get the same call every Monday morning. Who are we kidding?
Oh, no, we don't.
Hey, Jim, I think that's the boys that we had handled that one.
Yeah,
more.
good. How y'all doing out there? Enjoy Six Flags.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, he lashed out at his radio host, tell him it's not your job. I'll get somebody to ask these questions, and I'm serious.
His point was this: if you're gonna, and Jerry, I don't know, Jerry's getting up there, man. We're gonna have he's gonna have a Woody Hayes but interview variety before it's done, because he's never gonna step out of the spotlight, and the diminishing is gonna come about at some place. Just the circle of life. But point being there. He was wrong in the point that he was making, and that's what made him testy. He was trying to say, well, we're going to talk about all these mistakes. You have to also mix in what we've done right. No, you don't.
No.
You're 3-3. You're getting road graded at home. So, no. What about Sunday do we need to point out that was the right decision?
They caught him after the owners' meetings, and he said, I'll pass, or do you want me to chew your ass out? He said to reporters as he smiled and walked by with a thumbs up in Atlanta. So, not a good day for Jerry Jones. Not a good time for the Cowboys. He turned 82 on Sunday during the loss to the Lions, so not a happy birthday either for Jerry Jones. 82 years old. And listen, he loves the microphone. So it would be He's the general manager. If we had Tuesdays with Trent, it wouldn't be going well yesterday. Okay? Right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Right.
If we had Tuesdays with Trent or hanging with Balky, it would not be a pleasant situation. But if you agree to do it, you have to do it, and you have to answer the questions to the best of your ability. That's part of the gig. And
listen, it's not the time. Yeah, and I get it. Then don't do the.
But it was
piece.
it was a little bit of bullying, which kind of.
Well, I think what happens, I think that the hosts get comfortable enough with the owner that they'll maybe go a little too far with their either the criticism or the way things are. You lose a respectful edge to the question, maybe. Mm-hmm. You know, you get familiar enough with each other that there's like an ultimate. At the end of the day, there is a pyramid here, boys, and you radio guys are, you know, pretty far below from the top of the triangle there. Mm-hmm. His name's Jerry World. Maybe you heard of him. But it was the flat out ask me better questions or I'll fire you. That's just odd. You don't see that much in the broadcasting.
Well, the Cowboys are a train wreck, and I don't know that they're going to be I don't think they're very good. They didn't fix the things that they needed to fix. The guy goes into the offseason and says, we're all in, and he does nothing. And now they got some injuries, and they're going to struggle, I think. And to me, they look like kind of on the edge, a 9-8 type team, 8-9 type team.
Yeah.
You know? And that's where, and this is where you get miffed because you're stuck. You're stuck when you got a quarterback like Dak.
Well, here's
when you got a quarterback like Dak, he's not quite good. He's not the elite of the elite, but but can you win with him? Sure you can. But he's not the elite of the elite, and he's not, so he can't say, get on my back, boys, I'll get us through this.
They've had here's the difference in, like, if you're measuring Dak or someone a little bit younger, say a Trevor or a Herbert. Dak has been put in the spot. I believe he's been a number one seed twice. Mm-hmm. He certainly has once. He's losing home playoff games. They've had paths to the Super Bowl with good teams, both offensively and defensively. Mm-hmm. I mean, Micah Parsons is in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
They've won 12 regular season wins 3 years in a row.
Yeah, so there's something. They don't look. Here's a reality, okay? Mm-hmm. When the Saints went in and beat them by 100, we said, damn, the Saints are good. Well, the Saints are now 2-4. They're not good.
They're not good.
Now, granted, they don't have their quarterback.
Dallas' defense is not good.
Dallas is terrible.
Yeah.
And then who just blew them out?
Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit's a good team, so what are you going to do? But still, the same Detroit team went down there last year and got called for the, lost a close game. So, like, one's going backwards and one's going forwards. And you don't want to be passing people on the escalator for the NFL. We're on the down escalator. Teams that we were as good as or that were our peers are going up and we're going down.
Mm-hmm. Now you got Rico Dowdle and Zeke Elliott are your running backs.
Terrible.
Zeke's done. I mean, he's done. 3 yards a carry, 38 carries, 115 yards. So, and then your receivers, you got CeeDee Lamb, who's very good, obviously. Jalen Tolbert's okay. Jake Ferguson at tight end's okay. Cooks and Turpin. You have some receivers, but defensively, man, you're not good. Not good at all. So anyway, deal with that if you will. That's what Dallas has. One more broadcasting note, because we were talking about Jerry Jones. If you're a broadcaster, national broadcaster, and you are these are the restrictions that they put on you. You can't go into the other team's facility. So you can't watch practice. You can't attend broadcast production meetings either in person or virtual. When the national broadcasters come into town and then the day before the game, when the team arrives, they'll meet with the coach and a couple players.
They'll go into a conference room at the team hotel.
And they can ask questions.
They'll cycle them through, and they'll ask them questions that they don't run sound bites and break news, but they use them to give you their most informed broadcast.
Right.
During the course, they don't always reference it. This guy told me this, but it makes their opinions more valid because they know they're speaking from a truer place.
So you can't do that. You can't publicly criticize game officials and other clubs. And, you can't gamble and you can't tamper.
This is the Tom Brady.
The Tom Brady restrictions. I mean, what we're paying him top dollar. Now, look.
I don't know. And I completely agree that he should have access to all those things.
Because
I also think that there's a lot of you know,
These are
there's a lot of formality to just sit and watch a game and tell me what's happening. I don't know that the audience would ever notice.
These are the restrictions placed on Tom Brady because he is a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. He bought into the Las Vegas Raiders. I see that Richard Seymour also did. Is Shad selling shares of the Jags? Maybe we can pony up and become an owner.
Make some hard decisions.
It's board meeting. Shad! We got to get rid of Balky. Shad. I was thinking about Brent was over in London yesterday, and he's interviewing Shad about the stadium because, you know.
Okay, that was the news of the day.
Yeah, and you can't, but just screaming to me there, it's like you just want to just say, hey, man, what are we doing? As long as I got you here.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, God. But anyway, that was the Tom Brady restrictions, which are now out there for everyone to see. So, yeah, everybody's a little testy. It's that time of the year. We got disappointing teams like our Jacksonville Jaguars. By the way, I see that Eric Armstead and Asezi Otomoeo, is that how you say it? Otomoeo?
Otomehu, I think.
Otomehu?
That's what I say. That's what I go with.
All right. Well,
I discovered him in preseason, so I looked up his name.
They have the same number of pressures.
Did I discover Otomehu, number 90?
Yeah, I believe so.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
That was my preseason. I just a guy. I mean, we got all these guys, second rounders and free agents. I keep seeing 90 making all the plays.
He's still making them.
He had 3 sacks. Or 2.5, 3 sacks in the preseason.
In the preseason.
Yeah.
Where we won the championship.
Well, where he made the roster, which is apparently a problem. You're saying Otomehu's off to a good grade, though.
Well, he's got the same amount of pressures as Eric Armstead.
Yeah,
we got $28 million.
Yeah, Armstead is going to just draw the ire. He's going to have to be a one and done, by the way. You're going to have to go ahead and eat that one too, Trent. Man, you eat more money than most of Jacksonville eats food. We're just gulping down money. Eat some of that Roy Robertson Harris cash. That probably doesn't taste real good.
RRH.
All right, I have a Shazam Spotlight. We got another weights and fish situation.
Oh,
we got weights and fish.
Oh boy,
this one comes from it's from a sport probably known for dodgy tomfoolery, but it's the British Chestnut Breaking Championships. It's bogged down now by scandal.
Chestnut?
That's
eating?
right. The British Chestnut Breaking Championships.
Oh, chestnut. Yeah, you can't eat.
That's right.
I mean, those chestnuts are hard, right?
They roast over the open fire.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a sport over there in jolly old. Maybe we could send our guys over. Maybe they'll be good at this.
Jags.
Football, not so much.
No.
The sport is known as conkers. This is how it works, Hick. 2 competitors each have a chestnut, a big horse chestnut, tied to a string. The way the game works is you attempt to shatter the one belonging to your opponent before yours breaks. You take turns dangling the chestnut, and then the other guy takes a wild swing with theirs, and the first one to shatter the other is declared the winner.
Okay.
Here's where the tomfoolery comes into play.
Shazam softening up a chestnut.
Brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores. Well, the opposite. 82-year-old David Jenkins. Hey, man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah.
He first competed in 1977. He dominated every round this year by breaking his opponent's chestnut on the first hit. Very unlikely, but not impossible. Until after the event, they did a little site check there, and they found a fake metal chestnut painted brown to match his possession. 82, my man's painting metal chestnuts to make sure he gets that Conkers title.
All right, Doug Peterson's comments, we'll go over them. I got a real problem with one of the things he said today, and I want to see what everybody thinks. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll discuss that when we come back
exciting.
Here on a Hump Day edition. E, what day is it?
Hump Day.
The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every team has bumps and bruises, but a major injury can shake the season.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
On 1010XL. Now, the Florida State Seminole Report, brought to you by your local Ag Pro, your home team.
The Florida State men's basketball team will host its annual tip-off with the Seminoles today at 5:30 p.m. It'll feature a meet and greet with the team and players, as well as a question and answer session with Coach Leonard Hamilton. FSU will host 2 exhibition games later this month before opening their regular season against Northern Kentucky on November 4th. I'm RJ Saunders with your Ag Pro Seminole Report.
The kickoff to savings event is here at AgPro. Through October 31st, we're offering 0 down and 0% for 84 months on John Deere compact tractors. Get a 1025R tractor with loader for just $279 per month, or a 3025E tractor with loader for only $349 per month. Visit your local AgPro store today. Offer ends October 31st. Limited time offer. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. It's Prize Picks. Look, it's fun. All you got to do is pick more or less 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. And by the way, this week you get a free square. You get a free square with Anthony Edwards, 1 point. Yeah, I think he'll get that point. And man, when your picks hit, which they often do, you get your money as quick as 15 minutes because Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Make Sunday fun day like I do, but you can play any day with Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code JAX. That's JAX. You get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks to get $50 when you play just $5. You don't even need to win to receive the bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Hacker here, and I can't believe it. 100 pounds gone. 6 months ago, I never would have dreamed this was possible. I'm going to say it again because it feels so good. I've dropped 100 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 weight loss. To put that in perspective, I've taken roughly 10 inches off my waist. I'm down from a XXX to an XL, and I did it all in slightly over 6 months. It's not just about the number on the scale. It's also about getting my life back, playing with my son, and being more physically active. Now, we're celebrating big time. I'm hosting an exclusive football watch party to celebrate this huge milestone, and you'll have a chance to join me. Let's watch some football, eat some great food, and if you have questions about Awaken 180, ask me. Details to come, but don't wait on that. Call Awaken 180 today and learn how fast you can reach your goals. 844-346-1800 or online, awaken180weightloss.com.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Bold City AC, heating that rules.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bold City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bold City AC, we got the crew. Bold City AC.
Visit boldcityac.com.
Follow the Canes as they storm the ACC.
I'm 1010XL's JJ LaSelva, and every week I'll bring you the Miami news and notes you need to know.
The Performance Painting Hurricane Report on 1010XL. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Wow, John, my Clearwater sprinkler system looks great.
All right, Frank, let's go ahead and program your Rainbird timer. How many minutes do you want the zones to run?
John, I think we run from the front 20, the sides 15, the back 10, the garden 5. Clearwater scores!
Well, that's a first, Frank, but you're the boss.
Clearwater Irrigation. We can't sing a lick, but we sure are good at sprinklers.
And drainage too.
ClearwaterJacks.com. Injured in an accident? Have mounting medical bills? Can't work? Don't worry. Zach's got your back. I'm Zach Von Rowan of Von Rowan Law. I will fight for the compensation that you deserve. Set up your free consultation at zachsgotyourback.com.
Get Gators play-by-play on 1010XL. Brought to you by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Proud partner of the Florida Gators. 1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm mixing them all in. One answer here.
All right, so
see what we're doing in there.
I teased something.
I see it, E. We got 2 and 1. We got a 2 and 1.
Coach Peterson.
Yeah, Coach Peterson said something that bothers you.
Yeah, it bothers me. He had a press conference just moments ago over there in Jolly Old. Roy Robertson-Harris trade met a need for Seattle, and it was a position the Jags have depth. That was the company line. I don't believe
we have no depth there. We're playing undrafted free agents.
I don't believe that. I believe there's a reason for it, but whatever.
Yeah. He's the guy that we were talking about, the quitting in the culture. That was him. Just say it.
Tyson Campbell may play Sunday.
Sure he will.
No word
so might I.
No word or update on Gibson's suspension. But
how can that be? How can you have no update?
But this one is the one that I don't get.
Oh, these aren't even the ones.
I think he said he was going to do this.
Okay.
He didn't talk to Cisco, and he doesn't need to. No problems coming out of the comments.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a guy sat there and told us we had a culture problem. Then Cisco gets on, but he said, but the guys played hard. Then Cisco minutes later comes out and says, guys quit.
Cisco, by the way, said he quit.
Yeah. So we all did. I don't know, man. I mean, you wouldn't talk to your player if that happened?
I probably would.
I'd
probably
absolutely.
Even if it was from the standpoint of being, one of my leaders. What did you see? I didn't see that. What are you seeing?
We finish up a show here.
Mm-hmm.
And the paparazzi's waiting for you outside, and you go off on me and Jeff. I'm tired of those guys babysitting them. They mail it in today.
Okay.
Yeah. We want to be great. They're not trying to be great. You say all that. I hear that. Do you think I'm not going to come talk to you about it?
Yeah, we got a door shut. Like, yo, E, what's up with this?
If I don't come talk to you about it, then I don't care.
Especially if you just said, oh, man, the show is great.
Yeah.
The continuity is everything.
I'm shocked that he does not talk. He hasn't talked to Andre Cisco.
He definitely talked to that man.
Well, then he's okay. Well, Doug doesn't always tell the truth. That we know.
We already know that.
Yeah, that's a given. But you got to talk to Andre Cisco. You got to have a meeting with him. You got to call him in.
Like I said, just from a what are you seeing? Tell me what I missed here.
Yeah.
How awkward would that be if you don't talk to him?
Yeah, what's going to happen when you walk by?
Yeah.
Well, there's also this. He could have just addressed the whole team. And he probably did. Probably had them all sitting there and, addressed these narratives without specifically one-on-oneing someone. That could have happened.
I don't know.
It probably could have, but you address the whole team and you address Andre Cisco because he's the one who said it. Like, that's national news, bro. National news, yeah. Hey, Andre, in my office, let's talk. What do you, like you said, Jeff, what do you see?
How about this? You're the only one that admitted it, so you're benched. I mean, I don't understand how Cisco's the good guy here. Our starting safety said I quit on us today.
I'm not saying he's a good guy.
I know, not you. I'm just saying. I mean, golly, then I want the list, and you guys aren't playing. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Cisco. You're not, Ed Reed back there, Chief. I mean, this guy, everyone's like, you're not the whistleblower. You're part of the problem. You said, including me. How do we know you're not the only one? When it comes to the mentality of quitting, I'm not saying people didn't loaf here or this guy didn't finish that play. Quit is not finishing a play. Quitting is quitting. And he used the word more than once. I mean.
I don't know. I just feel like it was, how should I say this?
Yeah, how should you?
A lot of quit. And, I don't know, just, last line of defense. In a situation like that, you could feel when we're playing as one and when we're not. And felt very early in the game, kind of once things maybe at a halftime, that we weren't playing as one.
Oof. Well, he went on to say, me too. I quit. Hey, buddy, I missed the fiery sideline chat that you had with the defense there early in the second half. You're our free safety and one of our veteran leaders. I don't know, man. I mean, to me, Andre Cisco comes out looking as bad as anyone through all this, and not everyone agrees with that, and I get it. But if you're a leader and you're telling me all this after the fact, why weren't you grabbing face mask on the sideline with 14:30 to go on this, right?
Yeah.
Out of the break.
Yeah.
You're acting like you're just some passive bystander. Get on it then.
Stunning to me.
Not good, man. It's something about London and bad, disappointing years coming off of success. We just does us in. I mean, we've had some clunkers, man. The Eagles is the worst because of that group show what kind of character they had. Just out all night, leaving guys to pay the freight. But this, just going over there, getting, whacked and then talking about quitting. I mean, what are you talking about quitting? You make $1 zillion, man. Read the room.
Oof. I mean, I had a problem with the loafing. Did you address that too?
Yes, I have a problem with that too. Do not get me wrong.
With guys just jogging down the field?
And again, to each his own, admitting it or not admitting it. I got one guy out of 53 who flat out says himself, "I quit."
Yeah.
And yet you're the bastion?
Yeah.
Nah, you quit all right.
Yeah.
Quit as a leader. You quit as a impact player. You quit in a lot of ways, man. What is it 14-3 at that point? What's the score when
14-3 at halftime?
How about grab somebody by the face mask or go to your coordinator and say, get this loafing so-and-so out of the game. Create a stir.
Yeah.
Don't tell me all mild-mannered after the game. Well, I saw it early. We quit. Well, thanks for the corrections there. Appreciate it.
I just think it's...
Pierce is still running, by the way. He's going to give you a 20-yard head start. Can you catch him?
Yeah. I think it's disgraceful, but that's
I do
just me.
too.
All right. I saw this, and this shocked me. Or
Okay.
I heard this or whatever. FSU returns to the football field this week.
Well,
they take on the Dukies.
They lost to the bye week last week. It's tough, but spirits are low.
Are they 1-5 too? Are they the same as us?
They got a Friday nighter.
They do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I won't be degenerate specialing that one.
They play Duke.
Yeah, they play Duke Friday nighter. Duke is lost now, right? Didn't Georgia Tech get them?
Yes. Duke is the most overrated 5-1 team. I think FSU could win. Do I think they will? No.
Duke has one decent win, don't they?
Yeah.
They had one where I was like, that's a nice little win for the
Yeah.
Dukies. I don't remember which one it was, and I may be giving them too much. It may have been like NC State early.
Duke's 5-1. FSU's 1-5, and I think it'll be a close game. I guess that's the best way to say it.
I don't know. Where
FSU
is it at Duke, I guess?
Yes. FSU is a 3.5-point underdog. But
Yeah.
here's what shocked me. FSU all-time against Duke. 22-0.
Yeah. Believable. That doesn't shock me.
22-0. They've never lost.
Can you give me Duke's resume to now? I know Florida State's.
Oh, who they beaten?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they beat Elon because I got backdoored
Georgia
on
Tech,
that.
they led most of the day. I never circled back on a final and just kind of found out through conversation that they ended up losing that one. That should have been a close game, though. Tech's not a bad team.
They beat Elon 26-3. They beat Northwestern in double overtime.
That's the game I remember. Not that that's a great
They
win.
beat UConn by 5. They beat Middle Tennessee 45-17. They beat North Carolina by 1. They lost to Georgia Tech by 10.
So they beat North Carolina. I mean, they're going to beat FSU at home. You bet they are. Lay the 3.5 and count your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're living in the past if you're betting on Florida State these days.
22-0. Does that matter when you're?
Yeah. It might matter if the talent disparity was still there, but it's just not.
They started in 93. These are the scores of some of the games early on: 48-21, 45-7, 59-20, 70-26. 70-26, 44-7.
Was that the one here? No.
No.
Duke and
the one
FSU
here was
played-
51-23.
Okay, I knew it was something big like that. Lavernius Coles had a big day, as I recall.
I mean, they beat the heck out. They had.
Was that a national title? Was that 99? Was that a natty year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure was. 51-23, 62. I mean, they used to beat the dickens out of them. All right, we got to take a break. We got a lot going on. We got the Murphy Power Hour brought to you by ITB Partners.
boy.
That's coming up.
That's
Daniel will be sliding in. Talk some hardball, talk some Jags, talk some other stuff as well. It's all coming up right here on a Hump Day edition of The Drill.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey folks, this is Dave Benyon with my son Ammon here from Zero Res. Ammon, you've been cleaning air ducts for a while now. What are some of the reasons customers might consider getting their air ducts cleaned?
There are many reasons. Many times, people suffer needlessly from poor indoor air quality produced by the conditions in their air system. Construction dust, the presence of bacterial growth, and years' worth of buildup all come together to make your air ducts a pretty gross place. If you suffer from allergies, have recently moved, recently remodeled, or have never had your air ducts cleaned, then now is the best time to call. By calling Zero Res, you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you called the best of the best. Our state-of-the-art truck mount system and top-of-the-line service representatives simply can't be found anywhere else. Google Zero Res and read thousands of 5-star reviews.
So what kind of deals can I expect?
Just mention that you heard us on the radio, and we'll give you $100 off your air duct cleaning.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty great deal. Remember, folks, Zero Res,
spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey gang, Hicken here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. They want to remind you to take good care of your skin. I've been seeing Doctors Boudreaux and Metz for a long time. I've had Mohs surgery. Dr. Fader does it there for him now. And listen, it's stuff you don't want to do if it gets that far, but it doesn't have to if you protect your skin in the sun. And that's what they want you to know. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's the wintertime. You got to protect that skin, man. Put on a hat. Put on a long sleeve dry fit, man. Be careful out there. Sunscreen will help as well. Just protect yourself. If something shows up on your skin, well, go see our friends at Beaches Dermatology. They'll take good care of you online at beachesdermatology.com.
Want to be up close and personal with the Jaguars as they take the field? Here's your chance to be in the shadows, outside the Jaguars locker room, now called the Vault. Enter today at everbank.com/shadows. One winner and a guest for every home game at Everbank Stadium. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents in 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry periods for the Shadow Sweepstakes promotion from 8/19/24 to 12/15/24. For official rules and complete details, visit everbank.com/shadows. Sponsored administrator, Everbank NA, member FDIC.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
At Garber Auto Mall, we can wiggle it. Best price, we can wiggle it. Best trade value, we can wiggle it. Best payment, we can wiggle it. Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. With 8 American brands, we can wiggle it. Visit us in Green Cove Springs or online at GarberAutomall.com. And remember, at Garber Auto Mall, there's always a little room for wiggle.
Do the Garber wiggle, Garber wiggle, 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 Garber wiggle.
What's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T. And our listeners been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing. Just straight up action. Does your other sportsbook pay out when you push on a bet? And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Use my promo code 1010XL and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders have been printing straight cash, homie. Stat that with MyBookie's risk-free Thursdays. So why wait? That's right. There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Now sign up now and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. The best sign-up bonus for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? You have questions? Call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Everyone who puts on a high school football uniform dreams of Friday Night Glory.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, Friday Night Lights.
Join Hacker and Andrew Gibson, presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning on 1010XL.
Grab your lucky spot on the couch, because traditions make Sunday easy to enjoy. Bud Light, easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch. Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Jaguar owner Shad Khan says the stadium deal getting the owner's approval signaled the NFL's belief in Jacksonville.
We believe in Jacksonville. The NFL believes in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville Mayor Donna Deegan, with the stadium deal passing, commented on her unique point of view and seeing the Jags commit to the city.
From the night sitting on that anchor desk, watching us get this team to this moment where we have the opportunity to be a part of keeping this team in Jacksonville for 30 years.
Former Jag and NFL Network reporter Bucky Brooks didn't see a team ready to play last Sunday in London.
I just cannot tell you the amount of penalties, blown assignments, miscues, drop balls, turnovers.
That's your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update. I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Oh, yeah. The man, the legend, Daniel Murphy is here today. Back from New York.
Yeah, good trip.
Had a good trip. You guys hung out there an extra day,
We
bopped
did.
around the city, I suspect.
Went to the park twice,
Okay.
climbed some rocks in
There you
there.
go. There you go.
Went and got a nice lunch with my wife at Rue 57.
Okay.
It's a little French spot.
Place you used to go to back in the day?
Yeah, my agents are from New York,
Uh-huh.
so they would set up places to eat where we would go and meet them, and so I just stole some of them because
Yeah.
they knew where to go all the time.
I'm still amazed, I shouldn't be, but it was a treat for me as a fan to see the response that you get up there versus down here in your hometown where you can bop around, like just do your thing. And it's I guess that's kind of a cool thing. I mean, listen, you were very gracious to every single person there, and I did my best as your hype man
You were
to
a
make
great
sure
hype man.
to make sure people knew that Daniel was biased. Murphtober!
Yeah, I know. You did. Makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, that makes
He was
two
a
of
little
us.
too, but I don't care. So anyway, but I wasn't there when you jumped out of the van and whoosh, I mean, the fans just jumped on you, and that's got to be kind of cool. Now, you don't want to live every day. It can get, but you were very gracious to everybody, and I love the New Yorkers. Hey, Danny, you were great. Danny, we love you. We love you, Danny. And then the guy who sat behind us
Indeed, he
calls his wife. FaceTimes his wife. Say hi. Say hi to.
Hey, love, how you
Murph's
doing?
like,
Let's
oh,
go.
hey.
Welcome to Murphtober. Welcome. There you go. Welcome to the Thunderdome here.
Oh my gosh!
Behind the Phillies dugout.
Yeah, but so but there is it must be like nice to be here though, and you can do your thing here. I mean, every now and then people come up to you, but
Yeah, I mean, I like it because it just kind of, further cements the memories that we were able to make for people. Like, you don't know. And so they get so excited. And then also, I learned more about the city, and they take their postseason baseball really seriously.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, from playing, I just didn't pay attention that much.
Right.
And then you get there and you're like, you guys really take this stuff seriously.
Yes.
I was like, we do this 160 times, but these last 20 is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
And so that part is a lot of fun. And I mean, at heart, I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yeah, you are. You got a little bit of that in you.
I got a little ham and egg to me.
Circling those bases every now and then when you became Damn You Murphy instead of Daniel Murphy when you went to the
and that kind
Nats.
of adds to it a little
Yeah.
bit because they'll say, what a run in 15 you guys had, and then we wanted you to stay.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
and then I didn't and kicked your teeth in.
Yes, you did.
2
Yes, you
years.
did. So, listen, you were on some bad teams too, though, right? And so, I want to get your opinion as an athlete about the Jags and Cisco's words. And I just said this. It's just my opinion, but I'm not an athlete. I'm curious that Doug Peterson said he did not talk to Andre Cisco, doesn't feel like he needs to catch up with him. That surprises me. Andre it's the Q word. It's one of the worst words you can use in sport, right? I mean, you can't call other people quitters, or including yourself.
Well,
so give me a little feel for how you see that.
So I'll perhaps tell it as a bit of a story.
Okay, good.
I will say I can safely and 100% say is that I have not given a full measure on every single play in my career, but at certain times you have to give 100%. And I'll say it this way, and if you don't, then it should be called out in a situation. So we're playing the Mets, actually. I'm in D.C. Dusty Baker's the skipper for the Nationals. Okay. All right. So I hit a ball down the right field line. It's like in the triangle. It's a pop fly. Okay. All right. So the first baseman goes for everybody's going for it. And I am, for Bull Durham, lollygagging. I'm lollygagging down the line, watching the ball, not doing my job. I'm no longer a batsman. I'm a base runner now.
And it
so
drops.
And it drops. And I'm standing on first.
When you should be
on second. Okay. No doubt.
You know.
And I know.
Okay.
And I know I've made a boo-boo.
Okay.
Okay. The skipper calls me into his office after the game.
So he didn't send in a pinch runner or anything like that. Okay.
No. So you hope that in a situation where you're out of this experience and you don't give your full measure, 100% right then. For this reason, I should have given more.
Okay.
But he calls me and I hopefully had built up enough in the bank account to say, I don't see this all the time, but I can't see this again. So he calls me and he goes, Smurf, can't have that anymore.
Right.
I said, Skipper, you're absolutely right. We can't have that anymore. And so he gives me a bit of a mulligan.
Okay.
But with the understanding that
it won't happen
if you
again.
come in here again, I'm going to have to really take you to task.
Yes.
And so it's like, okay, fair play. He gave me a little bit of a mulligan. Hopefully,
okay, but he called you in.
Yes, we had to talk about it.
Now, how does he call you in? Does he just say, hey, Murph, come on in here? Does somebody say, does he send someone go get Murph? What do you remember?
So we're on the road, and he's just in his office. He says, hey, Murph, come in here.
Okay.
Close the door. And it was just as simple as that. He goes, we can't have that. And I knew exactly why I was going in there. I knew exactly what he's talking about. I'm almost kind of wondering, do I need to go in there myself type of thing? Because that's a boo-boo.
Okay.
That it spreads. You know what I mean?
And we saw,
some baseball players never learn that lesson. They get that, get that message 2 or 3 times a year.
Hopefully I listened.
Yeah. Well, I trust that you know that you did.
Yeah. And then there are also times, like I would say in baseball, that you want to get down the line hard all the time. But I have seen David Wright hit a bullet one hopper to the first baseman, and he's about to touch and step on first base, and David's 50 feet down the line. So it's like, okay, you can pick your spots, but Cisco's talking about something different here. I think closer to
and we saw loafing.
I think he's talking quit mentality more than quit physically.
Yeah, but whatever he's talking about, he still used the Q word.
It's weak. All you've done is you've just told the rest of the league how weak you and your men are. You got a weak group of men. Y'all quit 5 games in. You quit at halftime. Y'all are going to get spanked all year long because you told everyone the quiet part out loud.
Yeah,
we're weak.
Yeah, and by the way, Trevor
it feels that way in football, especially.
Trevor Daniel used a different word, but he still used a word, and he said, we can't be, but by saying we can't be, and when he said it 5 times, he's saying we are fragile.
I saw that.
That was the word, fragile. He used it over and over again, and it's true.
I mean, it does. I mean, you have the play on the first drive in the end zone. It's like we're really good out front. Like we're pretty good front runners.
Yeah.
Like I think we can get out on you.
Yeah.
We saw that to end the postseason run and then to start last year. But if it seems that the subtlest thing goes sideways, it's off the tracks. And
we as fans can get furious that Gabe Davis dropped the ball on the first drive because it was a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
And we can get furious at Brenton Strange for jumping off sides and hurting our red zone. And once again, we're not scoring a touchdown. We're going to have to get a field goal. But it's not the end of the world.
No.
At that. I mean, not when you're playing.
Get the ball back. Or then give up 3.
And they did when you're playing.
Exactly.
And then the Jags offense proceeded to do 5 and out, 3 and out, and 3 and out. And they never even did anything the rest of the half. It's fragile. It's mentally weakness, I think. or it's quitting. It's guys loafing. It's guys not running full speed. I mean, it's a privilege. I mean, I don't know if you got to go to the privilege card or what, but to be a professional athlete is a privilege. And don't you disgrace that privilege, and don't you show us how not to play.
Well, it makes me, and I know I go back in time a little bit, but John McGraw was telling his boys when he was taking them to task for the New York Giants, that you represent this municipality.
Yes.
And that's the way the fans view it as well. They should. And it's like the least we ask for is effort.
Right.
And if you feel like that's in question, which you hear from Cisco, like when we need to see something completely different on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like completely different.
And I do think that the players, in the further along we get in the evolution of pro sports salaries, lose sight of that. It's probably easier for
Mm.
McGraw's day to preach.
Well, you
the
say that because he would
aspect.
fine them $100, and they were,
Well, there you go.
Well, didn't Freddie T, did I hear him correctly when we had Freddie on Monday? Did he not say we had loafing fines?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I could see the old man doing that, right, E? I mean,
oh, for sure.
You think Tom Coughlin would put up with that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, I happened to be able to hear Tom Coughlin a couple times after a game that didn't go the Jags' way because I was standing on the other side of a thin wall.
There's a
and it was fire and brimstone and a lot of bad words.
There's a
but he didn't hold back.
There's a segment of fans, though, that don't want that disciplinarian. They back these, players.
Well, then be happy with
There's
what you got.
Right, there's right. If you want guys to be disciplined and these things that you're now complaining about, you same fans complain that Tom Coughlin demanded they go to off-season workouts, demanded that injured players actually go to rehab.
Yeah.
Right? Just little things. So, I mean, it's some, and not all of you. Some fans are getting what you wanted out of this. You're getting players that make all the decisions, that make that dominate the narrative and the feel, and the accountability is up to them and them alone. And who is benching anyone down there, Dan? Gabe Davis dropped the second one. I'm sorry, Gabe. You're not playing today. Here's Parker Washington. I don't.
Well,
if I'm not 1-4, I don't do that. Maybe I'm 1-5. I'm tired of y'all.
What do you think? Accountability?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, run somebody else out there. I mean, whatever's going on right now is not working.
Right.
There's that's the least that can be said.
And it wasn't like
it's like football's the only sport too.
They got blown out. It wasn't close.
No,
it wasn't like
a semi-reputable NFL team.
Tell me, we played 6 games. Yes. Tell me, other than injury, what change to the starting lineup has occurred in 6 games? I promise you, in Major League Baseball, if your 3 starter gives up 12 runs in 3 straight games, he ain't getting that 4 start. We're going to give you a rest.
Not if you're expecting to be a playoff team.
Yeah, basketball. If you go out and
that's what they told us. I'm just curious.
Klay Thompson went from all world to coming off the bench. You know why? Because he couldn't hit shots anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I asked the fans, and I said this: am I wrong, or should CDP have at least talked with Cisco about what he said in the Sunday postgame? Seems a little odd. He said he didn't talk to Cisco and he doesn't need to, and then these are the responses, and this is what we're getting from fans. Quitter's going to quit. Dysfunction in Jags land. Well, he's a crappy coach, so that's what happens. No accountability. Like I said, since they hired him, culture is a problem. Was in Philly too. They've all quit, Dan. So now, are we going to suck until the stadium is built? Are we stuck with a circus for another 4 years? Doug already knew about the quitting. Doug sees it too. He's not going to address it when he agrees. Doug has given up. I mean, that's what the fans are starting. I mean, that's where we're headed. It's not good.
Headed. That's the way
where we are
right now.
Yeah.
It's like a helpless sort of calling out.
I was
just been in the wilderness. For
this
so long.
this is part of the psychology of reading your team might be this too, is that at least you don't go for a reach, but does this make sense to either one of you? This mentality, I think, is why Doug needs to stop going for it on 4th down. They don't make it. The guys go in the tank. If you have a team that is so fragile, stop putting them in positions of giving the other team the ball at the 45 or or something else. That's just a small thing.
But more is like speaks to it. If you're struggling anyway, just kind of take your chances on putting it. I get it, because when you lose that 4th and 1 in the middle of the field, but then if you get one, you can get on the front foot.
All right, well, we'll take a break. We got Daniel Murphy, the Murphy Power Hour, brought to you by our friends at ITP Partners. We'll chat some hardball as well. We got a big game tonight. Oh, Game 3. Got to get Game 3, and we're in good shape. That and more coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's the play that turned hope into victory.
Plenty of time, goes downfield, and he's got it complete.
Performance Painting presents the high-performance play of the game.
He is a force to be reckoned with. He's been doing it a long time.
On 1010XL, prepare, protect, preserve. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make the move to local 234 plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour with benefits that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Joint replacement surgery is always a tough decision, but relief from chronic pain may be just around the corner. Dr. George Barra here, and there's a lot to consider to make sure you get the proper diagnosis and best path back to the range of motion and mobility you had. Age, lifestyle, and overall health all play a part. Let the team at Barra Orthopedics give you a full analysis to help you make the best decision. Log on to BarriorOrthopedics.com or call the office to make an appointment. With offices across Jacksonville and ready to help you feel good again, we'll get you back on the road to recovery at Barra Orthopedics.
Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish. And he's listening to the Nimnicht Outdoor Show.
With tips and stories.
Presented by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Every Saturday morning, 7 to 10.
On 1010XL, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Attention men and women. If you would like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Mike from Bay Meadows.
I finally found the most experienced company who could restore my hair. Now I have hair where I had none before.
Results guaranteed. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Find out why you're losing your hair and how to grow your hair back. Call 904-777-IHRS for a limited time free hair and scalp examination.
Now my hair will grow for the rest of my life. Thanks, IHRS.
Thank you, IHRS.
Thanks, IHRS, for giving me my hair back.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
All right, your valuables are your valuables for a reason, and you go out of your way to protect the valuable, right? If it's something small, it might be a safe deposit box, but if it's something big, what's protecting your toys? And I have your answer now in development at Atlantic Beach. It's called The Shed. Go to theshedjacks.com. You can take a little tour on Instagram as well, but you've worked hard. You have nice things you need to protect and enjoy them with the luxury storage unit at The Shed. You got to see these places to believe them. So if you've run out of room at home, maybe it's a boat, RV, cars, maybe you want to set up a workspace, an office, we got plumbing and AC available. A luxury storage unit at The Shed is your solution, opening soon in AB. Spots are filling fast. So if you're in the Ran Out of Room Club, don't join the Ran Out of Time Club. Check out theshedjacks.com today. So you can call them, you can go online, you can take a tour on IG, but you need to get in line now. Call 555-3195 or theshedjacks.com. Protect your valuables.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Chelsea here. Florida homeowners, are your windows working as hard as they should? With Renewal by Andersen, our energy-efficient custom windows and doors help keep the cool air in during those scorching months. That means lower energy bills and a more comfortable home year-round. For the month of October, Renewal by Andersen has a limited time offer. Buy 4 windows and our patio doors and get the 5th one free. Some restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for all the details. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, let's talk about diamond cutting. How is a diamond price affected by the way it is cut?
Frank, that's probably the most important question asked about diamonds, because the trade-off between a diamond cut for maximum beauty and one that's not is the diamond's carat weight. You see, diamond cutters buy rough diamonds based on quality and weight. So as they cut the rough diamond, everything cut away affects profits. However, there's specific known cutting parameters, and each deviation from these means they have a heavier, less beautiful diamond. Unfortunately, a customer can't detect all those cutting imperfections. They need expert help about a diamond's cut grade. You see, for any round diamond of a particular color, clarity, and carat weight, there are as many as 10 different prices that can vary by as much as 50%. At Underwoods, we look specifically at how a diamond's cut before we look at anything else, because it's the most important factor when it comes to a diamond's beauty, and to us, whether it should carry the Underwood name or not.
For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by USA Park. The QB plan for the Noles is one that head coach Mike Norville continues to play close to the vest.
I mean, obviously everything we do is going into it, trying to put ourselves in the best position to be successful, to make sure we're putting these guys in the best position.
Florida Gator basketball has been ranked in the preseason AP Top 25, and several players have made the preseason All-SEC team. Head coach Todd Golden commented on the strength of his team being in the guard play.
My belief is that they're going to be really good. Really good. You know, maybe a little unconventional. But those 4 guys right now are the ones that are kind of leading the charge, and I would expect them to have really good years.
It was Tuesday night high school football. As a result of last week's weather, Trinity Christian defeated Episcopal, and First Coast Christian lost to the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9 a.m. and it's 57 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, so we got our guy Daniel Murphy in. We're talking Jags. I want to talk a little bit of baseball, but let me ask you this question right here off the rip. Do you think, Daniel Murphy, that the Mets in 2 weeks can be world champions?
Yeah.
The New York Mets.
Yeah.
This team.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
They have enough.
Yeah. Each team right now, maybe not Cleveland. Sorry, but they look overmatched.
Yeah.
Against the
He's trying.
The Yankees.
Skipper was trying. He walked.
I heard it. What? Soto to load the bases?
Soto to load the bases to pitch to Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Judge hadn't been going well. Later in the game, Judge hit a 2-run home run.
But Aaron gets is that a sac fly? He gets on that
sac
one?
fly.
Mm-hmm. Professional at bat.
I mean, I can't fault him really for it.
Well, I'm assuming it was a right-handed pitcher.
Yes.
And so we were at the Sandlot with my oldest. We were balling last night. A little practice. So my guess is that the righty may have had to stay in the game. Whether he did, but so.
Well, he started the Bibby guy, and he took him out after like 1 1/3
So
one and a
Vogt,
third.
Yeah, Vogt chooses the right matchup to Judge as opposed to the right left matchup with Soto.
Right.
I get it. You know what I mean? Like
So-
you just got nowhere to run at that point.
Right.
Well, it just shows you
But
again.
if Judge promptly delivers one, he's going to get
Well, yeah, but you got to pick
annihilated.
your fight somewhere.
Sure
you know. And so that just, to me, this is where the modern game does, I think, get it, I would say, right. Protection comes from the front.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't pitch to Aaron there, if you
Right.
don't pitch to Judge, you lose a run. And if you
Right.
pitch to him, you got nowhere to go.
Yeah. If you rank the teams right now, how would you rank them in terms of talent of the 4 teams left?
I would go Yankees, Pick'em, Guardians. How about
Okay.
that hedge right there?
That's a
Because
good-
I think this
That is
Dodgers
a
are on
hedge.
it. Yeah, you like it? I'm gonna bide my time over here.
I don't like that at all.
I always look for he's hedging.
I got a little met, little.
Yes, I don't know what to do with my hands over here.
Stroking
It's
each other.
Well,
over
I
there.
say that because I thought through the first 3 games of the division series, San Diego, I didn't want the Mets to play them.
Right.
And then the way LA just completely dismantled them game 4 and 5 without breaking a sweat.
Right.
Flaherty shoves it down their throat game 1, and
Yeah.
I didn't think that Flaherty looked great
And he didn't.
necessarily.
Yeah.
But to 2 hit him. But then I say, the bullpen game, they just went out there and smacked him. Francisco hits the homer to get him going in the grand slam. So
And not
it's-
beating the Mets though in 2 or 3 bullpen games. I
Yeah.
told you they were going to do that to that bullpen. By the way,
Yeah, there's 2 of them at least.
you get 1 game out of that.
904.
Then they come back with another one. I mean, you got nothing in AAA. You can't give me a starter. Give me 4 innings, Daniel.
Come on, the
Yeah,
Dodgers.
the Dodgers,
the
right?
Dodgers. They break them, man.
Yeah,
They break them. Like
I know they
nobody
break
else
them.
breaks
Got to find me one, man. I can't.
They brought them all up.
But here's the problem.
They've used them
and
all.
Tell me this, Daniel. Here's what I don't understand. That's great. I mean, if it's last game of the year, okay, whatever. But what happens when you throw your starter tomorrow and after 2 1/3, he's giving up 4 and you need some arms? You've been using them all week.
Oh, for sure.
I don't get it. It's just you're the Los Angeles Dodgers. You got an $8 trillion payroll. You can't have 10 starters just to pluck and choose.
They
have
did.
touched them all.
They-
I would.
They've
I
gone
know-
through them all.
I know they have.
Like remember the dude Gonsolin?
Why did they let Wood go?
Alex Wood.
Yeah, didn't they have him?
His contract was up.
Wasn't he no, but this year they had him. He was like 10 and something. They cut him in the middle of the season.
I don't think it was
No,
this year.
Paxton.
Paxton, that's who it
Okay,
was.
so
yeah.
reasonable.
Okay.
That's a
Right?
good point. 'cause
What are
he
you
was healthy.
doing?
That's fair.
And I wondered when they did that. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? This guy didn't he have like 10 wins for him? He didn't have a great ERA, but he was.
He's healthy.
Yeah,
I mean, I like.
that's what it was. Paxton.
Yeah,
not.
'cause Bueller is.
What is Kershaw's deal? He's out forever.
He's said he's going to make a run at next year. That's less. Yeah.
Yeah.
So him and then you mentioned Gonsolin and
I knew Justin May and
Yeah.
and then they got the other young
They got the Miller kid.
Miller. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and even Yamamoto just came back.
Just came back.
I know.
I'm just trying to look at.
They got Bueller, Flaherty, and Yamamoto, and you're going to try and win a World Series? No, you're not. No.
Yeah, and that's my fear was that they'll air the bullpen out if they were. They're going to air it out, and whoever plays them next will reap the benefits of it because they're going to have to lean on this bullpen. But if you knock them, if you knock them out, you don't have to worry about it. But they're going to, like you said, they're going to lean on this bullpen.
Well, the pressure is certainly on LA. Because I haven't done the math. I'm guessing Game 6 would be the bullpen game.
Yeah.
If you have to throw one, or is it Game 5?
Flair. So it's.
Do you if you're
It's Bueller tonight, Yamamoto.
Bullpen.
Should be Flaherty, right?
Flaherty would probably
You
go
can
5,
yeah,
then 6.
then
would
go
be-
back 6, and you're going to have to go bullpen again, maybe down 3-2. So if you're the Mets, you can take 2 out of 3 at home. You're
This
in
is
really
this
good
is
shape.
this is who have started for the Dodgers this year. Brent Honeywell, River Ryan, Clayton Kershaw, Ryan Bergier,
Honeywell, by the way, is
he's in the bullpen.
You're right. He's
Yeah.
not a starter.
Justin Robliski,
that's a
Anthony
reliever.
Banda, Bobby Miller,
Reliever.
Michael Grove, Jack Flaherty,
A lot of those guys are
Walker
relievers
Buehler,
and
Landon
openers.
Knack, Yamamoto, Gavin Stone,
He's a
Tyler
done.
Glasnow.
Yeah.
I don't have either of those
hurt.
guys.
Golly, yeah.
There's
But
a
you know
lot of
what? Why is it that you can sit here and granted you're in a cynical seat of a rival?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you need somebody just like Joe Average to call the Dodgers before they make the Tyler Glasnow deal and say, you know, he gets hurt every year, right?
They tried to put the governor on him to get him.
We all do it, but some guys can't do it, dude. They just get hurt.
Because even at the All-Star break, I feel like they skipped him.
Same with my guy. Scooble, credit. At least they got their horse. And great, the Braves don't get there, but you may as well win 70 games if you don't have your race in the playoffs.
It's tough.
the starting, it's a difference maker.
Yeah.
It's an
Hey, but
absolute
the Braves have
difference
Chris
maker.
Sale. They may be still playing.
Yeah, because it lets your bullpen rest.
Sure.
And with the days off now.
And there's this. It gets you a dang near guaranteed win. Those guys win every time they pitch.
Well, Scoop
Not every time.
Got
He did.
Now, here.
One
so
pitch.
Did you watch the whole game?
I did.
So I thought.
They came back. They almost got him.
I thought that Scoob will end up having to pay the toll for the misplay in left field because he had to go grab a couple 100s to get the strikeout, and I thought it looked expensive.
Right.
And then Lane Thomas ends up getting him, and I was like, there's the toll right there.
Lane Thomas, there's a dude that's just on everybody's radar, and he's come through. He's making plays at a time of year where you notice.
Smashes lefties.
A lot of the other guys, the trade deadline targets, aren't as visible as they are right now. He's making a difference for them now. Their season's going to end here in about 10 minutes, but
yeah, they don't.
Every team.
I'm having a hard time watching the AL. It's not doing it for me.
It almost doesn't seem like championship. It just seems like a regular season game. I can't get the.
Who does? Who does the radio for the Yankees? Golly,
John Sterling.
Sterling,
the old guy.
Still?
He came out. What he called him?
He said that last night because Jazz Chisholm got picked off, and then Rizzo. He goes, "It looks like they're running the bases like drunks." I lost it. I was listening to it.
He did.
I was spit my drink out. It was so funny.
He came back to do. I don't know.
I knew he was coming back in something. I would have thought by now they would have their.
That's a good show they put on the Yankees radio broadcast.
Yeah, I don't. I heard you say Yankees won. I don't. That's a hell of a threesome there, but got one pitcher, man.
He's not been very good.
He didn't get through 5 last night, did he?
Yeah, no, he got knocked
bottom
out.
Of the 5th, he knocked him out.
Yeah.
And by the way, they had him on the ropes for a couple.
They did. They
innings
get
in a
guys
row.
on base. I tell you, he's a good player. Is that Quan kid?
Yeah, he's really good.
They had this sidearm lefty come in, and Quan he lined out to third. But I mean, he's hitting the baseball, man. He's hitting like 480 in the.
They got those two middle infielders that look like they could be twins.
Yeah,
it's
Volpe
Brocchio and not the Yankees.
The other side. Yeah. So
Rocchio. Rocchio and the other dude. They look exactly alike.
Jimenez,
especially when they bat.
Former Met.
Both.
Former Met.
Went in the Lindor deal.
Did he?
Yeah.
Garrett's not. Cole's not going to get as many swings and misses, so he's going to have to work harder.
Yeah.
He's not going to get nearly as many swings and misses as we've been accustomed to.
You know, I said this, Pros. I think I told you this, but what was the neat thing with Murph when you watch a game with Murph is his. And he says, you said you did this your whole career, but like the ball be leaving the pitcher's hand, and Murph will be like, nope. And you're like,
it's what I would do.
And my son, who plays, JUCO baseball, was like, Dad, he's like a second ahead of me. I go, well, that's why he played in the big leagues, Chief. I mean,
so I used to play a game from the dugout because I always wanted to like attend to the game because it's just like it's like a play unfolding in front of you, and what happens in Act 1 may be prescient in Act 7, and so I kept swinging at these like change up, these splitter type balls that Greinke was throwing low. Mm-hmm. So I started playing this up down game that when he would throw it, or any pitcher, even if it was going to the backstop high, I would say yes. And if it started low at my knees, I would just say no.
Right.
And I would play this little game. Mm-hmm. And just figure out that once I get in there, if it's high, I'll figure out when to take the good ones. But if I swing at the one low, I'm dead anyway. So it just kind of comes out involuntarily from time to time.
I was the Minaya story is fascinating to me. This is a guy that pitched in the league for a lot of years. He's 10, 11 years in the league and decides at some point that, I need to do this different.
Thank you, Chris Sale.
He changes his
you know that story, right?
Yeah, I do.
You watch Chris Sale.
No, I know. Well, they show the side-by-side the same thing. I'm not sure that's who I would mimic, a guy who has had so many arm surgeries because of that long, extended, stretchy type delivery. But nonetheless, it's made him – I mean, he's been about it. He's looked like he's done a good Chris Sale imitation here in the postseason.
Yeah, he's dominant against left-hand hitters. They don't want him, and he has got real good feel for his curve to get over to right-hand hitters. His ball's coming out of his hand really, really well.
Why do more pitchers not employ that strategy of getting on one side and coming at him sideways? I even saw, was it the last series, the Phillies were even taking batting practice where they're shooting it from the side. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Why do more pitchers not do that? And why do right-handers not do it? It seems like there's more right-handed batters. One of them should take advantage.
Probably, I would say accuracy. They don't feel like they'll be able to be accurate enough.
It's not that
easy.
They want. Boy, the side-by-side, though, on the Sale Minaya is eerie.
Yeah.
It could have been superimposed. It looked like it would have been the same.
So Charlie Morton did that with Roy Halladay. I don't know if you remember that story, so he was in Pittsburgh and Charlie Morton was there, and he was just kind of an average, right-handed pitcher. trying to sync it, and then he completely changed his entire delivery and his style he wanted to do exactly like Doc. And then he finished that year in Pittsburgh really good, signed a 1-year deal in Philadelphia, and we faced him early in the season. I thought this is going to be a problem all season. Unfortunately for him, he got hurt, and then he surfaced again with the Astros.
Yeah.
And so
Charlie Morton has been the epitome of a good 12-win pitcher. That's what Charlie Morton's going to give you. He's going to go 12-10 with a 4.
Great in the playoffs, though, wasn't he?
For
postseason guy?
Not any. That reputation is gone. That was more of an Astros.
Well,
he's been okay for us.
He's an old guy now, right?
He's 40.
He played before me, and he's still going.
If it won't be with the Braves, I imagine he'll retire.
All right,
the Braves won't bring him back.
2 things before we go to break. I always like these little stats. Every team who was shut out and lost by 9+ runs in Game 1 have won their series. 5-0 all time in the postseason. So if you get hammered in Game 1 by 9 or more runs, you come back and win the series.
Makes sense.
So that does it?
It does.
Okay.
These are good teams, and
right.
one gets a little bit of, hey, look at us, and the other's like, oh, man, we embarrassed ourselves.
I like that. And then, Murph, I know you're a historian. Do you know the 1946 World Series Cardinals-Red Sox? Have you ever heard this story? And I'll show it to you here.
Red Shandies.
In 1946, the Cardinals beat the Red Sox 4-3.
Okay.
It was the 43rd World Series. It was, but Johnny Pesky is the story. And for Johnny Pesky's sake, it's a good thing Twitter wasn't around. Here's the play. Runner at first base for the game winner. The Red Sox are on the mound. They hit it to Pesky on a single. And my man is taking off. And he ain't stopping.
Pesky's not stopping?
No, Pesky's the outfielder.
In right field?
Yeah.
Why isn't the Pesky
left
pole?
center. No, that's a different story.
Oh, so
I know, but
he
why
scored from first on a single. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a short porch if it's the same Fenway.
It's not right.
Oh, it's not right.
No, it was in left center. But
why is it called the Pesky pole? I didn't think this was the story, but I'm asking why is it?
I'd have to look that up.
He must have hit it off the foul pole, right?
Yes, after some relationship.
I got to know now. There you go, looking this up. I'm going right now.
Did you ever sign the Pesky pole?
I didn't. I went out into
the supposed to sign it?
left field.
It's all autographed, all up and down.
They do that in left field as well, too.
Oh, they do?
I think I'm in there somewhere.
Attaboy. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We got Murph hanging out with us here on a Hump Day Wednesday right here on The Drill.
Step into another football weekend with Pregame Friday.
You got to go up-tempo with urgency.
Absolutely. Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day. Brought to you by MyBookie and Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Make a crucial catch against colon cancer. Hicken here for the Borland Groover Foundation. If you're 45 or older, listen up. The ball is in the red zone to get screened. The key to surviving colon cancer is early detection and prevention. This is for the men and the ladies. 45 is the new 50. Get screened for colon cancer if you need to, and you need to if you're 45. The Borland Groover Foundation, nonprofit organization. It's devoted to building a healthy and equitable community that is free from colon cancer. Visit BorlandGrooverFoundation.com for more information.
Are you still asking the question, why Arlington? Lucky for you, I've got all the answers. Mia here. Arlington's lot is packed with new Toyotas in stock in one location, ready to go home with you today. 60-day exchange. That's 60 days to love your new Toyota purchase or exchange it for one that you do. Worried about financing? There's the Arlington Credit Helper. You even get a complimentary car wash with every service. So instead of asking, why Arlington, I'm going to ask, why aren't you here yet? 10939 Atlantic Boulevard or at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, Scarline here. If you're like me in the fall, you want to watch football, not clean. Enter Molly Maid, voted Bold City Best Cleaning Service 3 years in a row. Molly Maid is reliable, friendly, and thorough. Visit mollymaid.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Okay, listen up, team. They're out to test our reputation as the best plumber in Jacks, so we gotta play like the experts we are. When customers call with leaky faucets, broken water heaters, toilet repairs, broken pipes, or any other challenge, we'll give them the solution fast. Now, who are we? Reese Plumbing! I can't hear you. Roland Reese Plumbing! Now that's what a winner sounds like. Customers always win with Roland Reese Plumbing at plumberinjacks.com.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing with the CFNA card. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, Big Chief's expert technicians will take care of your car with top-notch service. And with no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to handle your vehicle needs. Visit BigChiefService.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply for your CFNA card today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney, but we both want to remind you to do your will. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Well, you need to, because you get your assets to the people that you choose and love. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson's your guy. He'll listen. He'll help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you info needed so you're at ease with your choice. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions? Reach out to Matty. He's got the answers. 527-1700, 904-527-1700. Offices, Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing. Just straight up action, my boy. Does your other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and you're not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up using my promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you started. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting game total unders has been printing money straight like that. Stack that with MyBookie's risk-free Thursday. So why wait? There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up using my promo code 1010XL to double your deposit bonus with MyBookie. The best sign-up bonus for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
The Florida Forum welcomes former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, October 29th. Funds raised for a Kids Care Mobile ICU, a neonatal and pediatric critical care transport vehicle. Kids Care vehicles and helicopters safely transport more than 2,500 infants and children a year to Wolfson Children's Hospital. To get your tickets, click thefloridaforum.com or call 202-2886. 202-2886.
What's changed totally inside and out? The Kuhn Flowers massive storefront, and yes, they've totally remodeled the showroom inside too. This is Frank Frangie, and the next time you drive by, stop and smell the roses at Kuhn Flowers.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, we're back. We're hanging with Daniel Murphy. We're talking some hardball and some football as well as we get ready. So here's how I'm looking at it, Murph. Realistically, I don't think the Mets are winning 4 in a row. I want to get 2 out of 3 in New York and get it back to L.A. needing 1. That's kind of how I look at it. The Dodgers, they're very good. They're going to I feel like they're so. But if I can get game 3, then I got 2 cracks to get one more win.
You get 2 bites at the apple.
Yeah.
Maybe you do win it and win it at home and celebrate.
So
you like the Mets pitching matchup today. I like them better with the starting pitcher.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier what the lineup was going to look like, what the menu may look out.
Yeah.
You said that the skipper Mendoza.
He mentioned J.D. Martinez against a righty. I'm not big on that. I know that he's an older guy, and you're sitting Jesse Winker, who's had some good ABs of late.
You just think right now that when in doubt, I'm going to pick the platoon advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably you can have another argument or a discussion on whether or not they go McNeil or Iglesias. So we'll see. Severino's been throwing the ball well, and last time I saw Buehler, I think I missed. I saw a little bit of a San Diego start because he gave it up. He stayed in there and took it on the chin.
It wasn't
gave
good.
him a chance, but
I think it was like 6 runs in 5 innings.
He got knocked around.
Yeah.
But he kept going out there and saved the bullpen that we were talking about as best he could.
Yeah.
But,
And they did listen, even though they had a bullpen game and it's interesting, they didn't use their high leverage guys.
No, Dave.
From what I understand.
Well, you can see that it's the battles within kind of the overall war. Is that how much does Dave Roberts does Doc want to go for it and air out his high leverage guys when you're chasing the whole game and you're chasing 6 runs from inning number 2.
Yeah.
So he grabbed probably 50 pitches from one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't go to any of the higher leverage bullpen guys. So the guys he'll go to if it's closer today, which you would just assume it would, with a day off, we'll all be ready to go.
Explain to me, Daniel, the phenomenon, because it happens every postseason. It's been happening since I was a kid. How great players, MVPs, can get to the postseason and become 200 hitters for 10, 12, 15 games. Is it? What is it? I don't know. I can't write it off to it's the pitching's better too. I can't write it off. These are the dominant players in the game. Aaron Judge just homer for the first time in forever. Shohei Ohtani's hitting 222. Dude's 6 for 27. Does he ever go 6 for 27?
Not during the regular season.
Yeah, so I'm just. Is there some pressure there? Is there? And I don't want. I won't use the word. Choke, but it's so easy for you over 162 and a meaningless third at bat in July. Can it? If you dominate like Shohei, can you get unhoned a little bit? Can you?
I think baseball is different too because you're only going to get 4 or 5 turns at bat, so it can have a bit of randomness to it.
Yeah.
But I also say that the pitching is better because they're going for the strikeout earlier. They're going to lean on their stuff. He's going to see more left-handed pitching. I wouldn't say necessarily in this series because the Mets don't have a ton of them.
Quintana tomorrow,
Yeah, the Q. So, but I mean, out of the bullpen,
right?
He's going
Peterson, I guess, probably.
Yeah, so
Danny Young.
Well, and even more so, maybe the Shohei one is I wouldn't say stranger, but one that I would less expect to see because Aaron is going to see almost all righties. We saw it yesterday when they walked Soto. So I'm not as surprised that he isn't as good during the postseason as he is during the regular season. Now he can still catch a heater and do things like he's done.
What about the Shohei 0 for 22?
With nobody on base.
With nobody on base, but with people on base 6 for 8 or something.
Yeah.
That's literally that big of a difference.
Well, and
I'm glad he's leading off.
Well, for sure, because when you're
do you move him? That's what was my next question.
I want him to get on base for sure.
I'll move him. He hits with guys on base, and he does it with guys. You're guaranteeing 1 at bat a game at least. You're guaranteeing 1 where there's no one on base.
Has been so far. I probably wouldn't move him.
Yeah.
I would just really need him to get.
When did the Braves start this? Who did this?
What?
Who started putting like the MVP and the
leadoff
50 home run guy at leadoff? I mean, Acuna.
I mean, Lindor makes more sense, but
he's a littler. Like they tried to hit Acuna third.
Right.
They tried for a couple of years, and every time they put him leadoff, he'd be better.
Well, now, Daniel, you can speak to this, but there's definitely a different mindset if you're hitting leadoff versus you're hitting third.
If I'm hitting leadoff, I'm trying to sort out whether or not I'm swinging 0-0 from the minute I wake up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful freedom.
I'm just I'm trying to figure it out. Like, do I want to swing 0-0? Do I not want to swing 0-0? Who's pitching? Is there a chance he'll throw me a curve? Is it going to be a slow straight one or a fast straight one?
But aren't you more thought of, and you don't think this, so he told me that him and Castellanos were
kindred spirits.
Kindred spirits because they swing.
We'll swing at the rosin
and
bag.
He called, Castellanos had an at-bat with 2 on. I don't remember the situation, but Murph's like, just don't throw him anything to hit. Just keep it in the dirt. And he's swinging. He goes, he's swinging. And he gets him to 3-2. He's trying to get him off, and he struck him out. He struck him out. He damn sure did. He called it. And he's like, he knows
and
his guys.
That's part of the difference in the postseason and the regular season. You can't do that in the regular season over and over again. It'll just cost you too many pitches. But in a short series like this, you just go for the punch
I'm guessing because the format of the playoffs has changed and the people in that the Mets have a chance to make history.
Which would be?
Well, if the Mets win the World Series.
6 seed?
No, it's better. This
last
is a good
2
one.
years.
This is a good one right here. This
This
is one a Mets fans should have come up with, quite frankly. I'm a little disappointed.
I may know it.
You ready? I don't think you do. If the Mets win the World Series this year, I'm going to say they will be the first team in Major League history to beat the first, second, third, and fourth best records in baseball to do it.
Well, that's what I was telling you yesterday after you
Brewers
screamed at me about vanquishing the Braves.
Well, but you didn't vanquish the Braves. Brewers 93 and 69, Yankees 94 and 68, Phillies 95 and 67, Dodgers 98 and 64.
Oof. Brewers had a good year.
They did. Some good teams,
Brewers
man.
going to Brewer. Padres going to Padre. They can have all the good years they want.
Yeah, I think the Brewers might be better suited right now than like the Guardians in this tournament still.
All right, let me ask you this question, Murph. I heard this discussion. You build a team.
Guardians won 92. 92 games.
Looks so behind schedule.
You build a team to have success over 162, but it changes in a short series.
You build them to have success for the first 4 months. You still have the deadline, which I think the Orioles have fumbled twice now.
So that's what you think. You think that when you get to the deadline, you make the moves that allow you to win the short series.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you don't already that you haven't already added in the offseason. So you add Corbin Burns.
Right.
Maybe you don't feel like I need to go get a one.
Right.
But I thought the Orioles needed at least one more famous person, probably two.
Yeah.
And somebody asked like pitching or hitting. I was like, you pick. But I thought they were short two famous people.
And they didn't do it.
And I thought they
plus
were last year.
It was magnified by the fact that they lost pitching.
Yeah, their guys
they
got
lost
banged
like
up. Yeah,
2 or
in
3
spring
really
training.
good.
Yeah.
Because the Orioles and the Astros are the two. Like, if it had been the Orioles and the Astros in the AL side, and with all due respect to the Royals and Tigers, which are great stories, but the Yankees didn't play particularly well against the Royals, but they took care of them.
Yankees had a nice path.
It's a nice path.
Yes, very
it ain't
nice.
like the path we're going through.
For sure.
And if somehow the Mets were able
Although
to
the
get
Dodgers,
there,
I will say, I mean, they have the most record. They have the most wins in baseball, but that pitching is so banged up that they seem the most gettable to me of the 4, even of Cleveland.
Really?
They got no pitching, man.
I would say Cleveland's gettable first, but I do.
Okay.
But I think that LA has learned how to really get through a full season and like get their 90+ wins.
Yeah.
Just kind of
No 100 wins this year. No 100 win teams.
But right now, the starting pitching is what they would do. The Trolley Dodgers well is if Flaherty decided he was on a heater now.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I was going to say the problem is not just that they have 3, but the 3 they have don't scare you.
because I don't remember. Well, Lincecum was with Mad Bum, right? When they won, when Mad Bum beat the Royals single-handedly.
Yeah.
Was Lincecum there?
Yeah, it's right on the fringe.
I don't remember anything about that Giants team but Mad Bum. And Mad Bum said, "Get on my back, boys." And he came in relief in Game 7. I mean, we're going to win this thing.
Think about the 19 series with the run the Nationals made. It was like 4 guys.
Yeah.
It was Scherzer, Strasburg, and then you went to the back end with Doolittle and Hudson, I think, right?
Yeah.
It was like kind of those 4, and then you sort out the platoon advantages on the way there.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
You get hot and you get that's what's benefited the Mets so much for months now. They're having that fun. They're on that fun train that
it's
the winning
like
teams get on.
With the Mets, though, you wonder, and again, I have, we'll see, but they've played good baseball for a while.
Yeah,
so it's not just. I mean,
no, and I think people know. Yeah, it's not Met. It's there's this compulsion by some happy faces on television reading stories and giving you the news that this is some little scrappy dude team.
Right.
The number 1 payroll in baseball. They've been playing good since June. There's no reason to be considered, anything other than a contender going into the postseason because of those reasons. In fact, you should be embarrassed for being the 7th seed. You're lucky you got in.
6. The last 2 years, the 6th seed has won
There's only
in the National
7?
League.
Oh, there's only 6.
Yeah. We're the low man on
I was
the
thinking
totem
about NFL, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. We got Murph. I got your home run here against Leicester. That was a nice hit too, by the way.
And with games, with the Mets playing today, tomorrow, Friday, I'm just going to I'm taking the next 2 days off. I don't want to kill your joy. I'm going to kill joy. I can't sit here and do all the post game, and you'll be calling Murph.
We got to have joy.
Yeah, and if the Dodgers win, I hate the Dodgers. I don't want to be that guy rubbing it into you like you would. Even that's not me. I'd rather just lay low.
You're a better human.
He killed. He tried.
He just said he's a better human.
He tried to kill a lot of joy with my Braves. Every day I'd come in excited the Braves won Yeah, it's good.
I mean,
and then he turned. And again, it's fair. I'm not. He can't defy his
there's
nature.
some positives from that run. I think I leaned on you to go to the World Series,
yeah,
and you went, and it was a trip of a lifetime.
You leaned on me not for family time, but to get into my checkbook. Don't lie.
Well, sure, but you still did it, and
but
you
did
don't
not
regret
take
it one
that
bit.
value. You didn't take, Jeff spending time with his family value. You do now. At the time, you had one motive. How many zeros can we put on that?
Oh, I did say you should pay for your dad and your sons and everyone
I don't
else.
need you, with all due respect, to tell me. I asked my dad for that kind of advice. Okay, well, I didn't think I'd say this before today ended. Go Dodgers.
Oh, the trolley Dodgers.
Be back with more next here, and I'm pretty sure it's a Betros Plumbing Wednesday.
Pretty sure.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
When it comes to selling your home, it can be stressful. Take the stress out with my friends Chad and Sandy Newman. Maybe you're worried you won't sell your home for the price you need. How's this for a guarantee? Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they'll buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. There are no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Mortgage rates are down, creating more active buyers and sellers. And if you've been waiting, now is a great time to sell your home. Take Kim in Palm Coast. I needed to move closer to family ASAP, but I had to sell my Palm Coast home first. I tried and failed with another agent. So my family said, you got to call Chad and Sandy. Well, sure enough, as promised, Chad and Sandy did it. They sold my home in 3 days, above asking price. Call the local Jacksonville experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy today at 904-414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, ANDSANDY.com.
Looking for a new vehicle? Take a look at Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Now's the time to save big. Choose from more than 250 new and over 1,000 used and certified pre-owned vehicles on the lot, or shop anytime at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com. Hyundai has one of the top warranties in the business. Lifetime, powertrain, and 5-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, plus 3 years free maintenance on a new vehicle. Give them the chance to earn your business today on Atlantic Boulevard or at JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
All right, gang, when it comes time to protecting your values, it's so important, your valuables, I should say. And we got a new development out there in Atlantic Beach. It's called The Shed Jackson. It's got you covered when it comes to getting your stuff covered. Here's what I mean. Spots are going fast at The Shed in AB. It's luxury storage, the most premium warehouse space in AB. Minutes from the beaches and boating. You got to see it and act fast because spots are going fast. Perfect for whatever you want or need it to be. Boat, RV, or car collection. You can work on it there. These shelves make it a open design for you for whatever you need the shed to be. Storing it, work in it, play in it. Build a man cave. Put in a golf simulator. Feels more like an investment than a purchase in booming Atlantic Beach. Visit theshedjacks.com. Take a tour on IG or call 555-3195. That's theshedjacks.com.
Googan Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Bet live with Hard Rock Bet. Real-time wagering till the very last play. Missing the kickoff doesn't mean all bets are off.
Delay a game on the guy who hasn't bet yet.
Sometimes you just know your team is going to come back. There's sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione. Campione Law.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On October 16, 1974, MLB Oakland A's pitcher Ken Holtzman, in his first at-bat of the season, hits third-inning home run in Game 4 of the World Series.
Prosser here. I've been telling you for years about Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us. Imagine watching your favorite team in your new Lifetime man cave, family hangout, or Lifetime's version of a she shed. And now Lifetime is expanding their replacement window division. Make your home energy efficient with their Energy Star rated windows, enclosures, flooring, and windows to fit any and all budgets. Visit the showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let Lifetime be your home team.
Hey, Jaguars fans, as the official whiskey of the NFL, it's not a kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more, and please drink responsibly.
57% of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida alumni say the club saved their lives. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Northeast Florida support over 5,000 local youths each day. Help support this work and have some fun at the same time. Join us at the Beaches Barbecue Bash, Monday, October 28th at ABBQ Atlantic Beach for barbecue, great beverages, live music, and an auction to positively impact our youth each day. Learn more at bgcnf.org/events.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates, where you'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden, frequently called upon for his expert opinion, currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area, and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience the difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 and Associates.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
Picture this. It's a dark and stormy night, and your toilet is acting possessed. But fear not, for Duck Duck Rooter is here to exorcise those plumbing demons and banish them to the netherworld. So if you're facing a plumbing horror story straight out of a nightmare, summon the spectral expertise of Duck Duck Rooter. Call 904-862-6769 and bid those plumbing phantoms farewell. Duck Duck Rooter, where we tackle plumbing scares so you don't have to.
If you're getting married or want to upgrade your bands, now is the time at Beard's Diamonds.
Because it's Beard's Diamonds' incredible buy one, get one on wedding band sale.
At the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
Our most popular meat combo is ready to grill this season. Pounds and pounds of marinated steak tips and chicken, fresh ground beef, and homemade sausage. Just ask for the sampler combo.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
NFL owners voted unanimously on Tuesday afternoon to approve the Jaguars' $1.4 billion renovation of Everbank Stadium. Construction will begin after the 2025 season, and the stadium will open in 2028. In response to the news, Jaguars owner Shad Khan said in a statement, quote, "Never doubt Jacksonville. That was my message in the summer to Mayor Deegan, the Jacksonville City Council, and our residents, and I am humbled and grateful that my fellow NFL team owners agree." That part of a statement from Jaguars owner Shad Khan. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
One of the great things, and you really have to cool down, playoff baseball is very intense.
Yeah.
You got to love it. I mean, you love it, but it's I actually like it better in person. It's on TV. It's like every pitch, man. It's just, and the Mets tend to put themselves in positions throughout ball games that make it nerve-wracking. You know, you're up 6-0, but it's 6-1, and now the bases are juiced, and there's nobody out, and now it's 6-3, and they're still juiced.
Yeah, we're gonna bring the tie and run to the plate.
Yes,
Nothing
over
easy.
and over.
Yeah.
Or Sugar goes out there, and while he struck out Mookie and Teoscar and Freddie to end it, which was brilliant. He looked good, and that gives me hope going forward. He did put 2 guys on before where he can't seem to find the plate.
Yeah, he did that while we were up there.
Yes, he did.
And against Philly.
Yes.
But then he gets to the finish line.
He gets there.
It's a scenic route.
Yeah, it's very scenic, and it's very hard to watch. But anyway, it'll be fun, and it's great to have that for me as a distraction to my football season where I watch the Gators on Saturday night and then the Jags Sunday morning. And I have that set up again this week.
How Florida football right now, unfortunately, I say that was that game Saturday to not get the field goal at the end of the half after cashing in the timeout with the clock stopped. It just, and then, I texted you, like I texted you when we got the ball in the 40 at the end of the game and thought, if the unthinkable happens and we punch this in,
you go for two.
I was with you the whole way. Right. My buddy Pete texted me as well. He's like, you go for it. I said, without a doubt, smash and grab. Right in their house.
Well, here's the question, and this is what I posed and what I would say 1,000 times to Billy Napier. Okay, we're on the road in a hostile territory. There's 100,000. They're 8th ranked in the country. They're better than us. We have a shot. There's only 29 seconds left. And, Billy, God bless you. You just made him burn a timeout, which was a great move. Okay? So now you have one play that if you make it 2 yards, not 10, not 7, 2, wherever the ball goes on the 2-point, you win the game. Or do I want to play 10 to 20 snaps against a team that's better than me with a freshman quarterback, without my best running back, and try to win that way? No. It's a no-brainer.
Go for 2. And they started rolling us about the 20, 25 plays leading into it.
Yes.
Like you could feel them. Like if there was another
The only reason we tied it, quite frankly, is because Lagway made a huge play above the X's and O's.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like they had taken over the trench warfare. They were winning the battles. They were dominating, and we were on the ropes. And somehow, and we had them. We had Volfan. I talked to our friend Mr. 10. Pucker factor was high.
Yeah, very high. I thought if we're thinking this, 100,000 people they're hoping.
So are they on the
kick
field.
It. And that's what he said. He was so happy when the field goal team.
And I don't know the guy's name, so I apologize. But there's a guy who does a breakdown of the Gators' X's and O's on social media. And I apologize for not knowing his name. But he does a really good job. And it's very thorough. And he was even going through the some of the plays and he's like, this guy here is Tennessee's best defensive back. And we choose to attack him on the short side of the field. Or he broke down Trey Wilson's run where he's like, it didn't make sense on 4th and it's not 4th and a yard. It's 4th and inches. Yeah. And we actually we executed it fairly well, but their guy made a super play. But why are you letting a 170-pound kid try to get a couple inches when you got a 240-pound quarterback who can get up under center and literally fall forward?
Yep, forward you go.
It didn't make any sense. And that's what Billy's does. And so you get this impression that Napier just is not the game day coach. He doesn't have a feel for the game.
Not at this level.
And it's year 3. It's not changing. So that should tell you, and that's despite all the other stuff you got to do in college football, where you got to recruit, and you got to NIL, and you got a transfer portal, and you got to practice, and you got, ultimately, the 3 hours on Saturday are the most important.
That's it.
And he hasn't shown a knack for being good at that, I think.
No.
I'm just saying.
He hasn't. And even in the situation he's in where it looks dire for how long he's going to be in Gainesville.
Right.
Like it was right there for you. Because if you don't get it, I'm kind of like, I'll go down
100%.
shooting. That's so nicely done.
By the way, if you lose by going for 2.
Yeah. Bravo.
Very few people are going to go, what an idiot.
Yeah.
You're going to go, man, we went toe-to-toe.
With them. We'll go back and look at the fumble that Hurts had and things like this.
Yeah.
And also, Graham, get healthy soon. That stinks.
Yeah.
Like he was. I've seen some really good just appreciation for what he's
and
done.
They should.
And he was a good quarterback for us at what is still kind of a dark time.
Yes. Graham Mertz, and I said this yesterday, and I was very impressed by DJ Lagway's dad went to Twitter and put a huge thank you. God bless you. Appreciate everything you did for my son.
All right.
It's a real I'll say this, and it's hard, man. When you're two quarterbacks, they don't necessarily take to each other.
Yeah.
And Graham Mertz went out of his way to help DJ.
You know what? Obviously, hat tip to Graham. And you know what? A feather in Billy's cap as well, too.
Yes.
Because as toxic as you could say the wins and losses has been,
Yes.
it doesn't appear as if it's spilled over into at least the quarterback room.
And you know what? They played hard. And I even said this during the game. As bad as Billy Napier's been, if Billy Napier can beat Tennessee and come back next week and, maybe knock off Kentucky, I'm back. I'll cheer for I love them.
1 week, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Billy, get us 6 or 7 dubs, and I'm off. Now, a lot of people tell me I'm nuts, and I get that. I do. But I'm not the guy who's going to ever root against my team so a coach gets fired. I can't do that.
No.
I can't do it.
No.
But then I turn around. So that's Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's depressing.
Well, you didn't even get to sleep very long.
Well, let's get up Sunday morning. Breakfast with the Jags. Here we go. Right? And we had pregame show and stuff. So we're up early. We're down there. We're ready to rock and roll. And, oh, boy, we get that.
Just fragile.
Fragile.
That's what it felt like.
Fragile.
We had 4 Sandlot games, 2 for our youngest and then 2 more for the oldest. So I was watching it on Gamecast and then listening to it.
Okay.
By the time I got in the car, it just, man, what else can you say? You guys have said it.
We've said it all.
Fragile.
Well, it's always good to see you, my brother.
Well, thank you.
We appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. And let's go Mets. Let's see what happens. All right, E.
Now, the 2-minute drill, brought to you by Injury Care Centers. Discover BioTarget Regenerative Therapy, a safer drug-free solution for lasting pain relief. Visit GoBioTarget.com.
I'll ask Tony this before we see what's coming up. I'm curious about this. I get the feeling.
Yeah.
And you're a hardcore Braves fan.
No doubt.
I get the feeling. Now, I exclude my partner. I understand I'm a pain in the ass, and I'm a Mets fan, so I could see him rooting against. But I feel like most Braves fans, and this maybe is a little bit insulting to the Mets, but I think they hate the Dodgers more than they hate the Mets. Yes or no?
I tend to agree. Okay. Yeah. Like, it does feel like baseball kind of has their 2 evil empires right now. I thought it when the new ownership was coming in with the Dodgers. I'm like, they're going to be Yankees West.
Right.
That's all they're going to be. They're just Yankees West. They're going to buy everyone they want. They're going to get everything they want forever.
Right.
I want them to lose every time they go on the field.
Okay.
Right? Like, my animosity is higher for the Dodgers than it is for the Mets, but it's not way higher.
Okay.
Right. And I do think it helps as a baseball fan. The Mets are way more fun as a story.
Yeah.
Right. Than the Dodgers are.
Right.
So for now, I can pull for. I was certainly pulling hard for the Mets last week against the Phillies. The Phillies are the top of my kill list right now in baseball. I want them to suffer from now till the end of time. After what's happened the last couple of years. But
Very nice.
I'll pull for the Mets ahead of the Dodgers for now.
For now.
And when I get a Mets-Yankees World Series, if that happens, I don't know which way I'll go.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, I do a show every day.
Total respect.
I do the show every day with the in-house Yankees fan. I don't know if I can deal with that all year.
Well, and I do it with the one of the Braves fans.
I get it.
Yeah, it's easy to. It's tough. It's tough. But anyway, with all that said, did you guys fix the Jags yesterday? Because I keep asking Mike to fix them, and I haven't seen that yet.
I don't know if there is any fixing. This Jaguars team, but we will talk about whatever moves they might be able to make. We saw a big flurry of moves, right?
Yes.
In trading in the NFL yesterday. The Jaguars are sellers way more than they're buyers at this point with where the season is. So, Roy is gone.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss if there is going to be another move.
Okay.
Along those lines, who would be the next player that you would think would be traded, and let us know what you think that deal would look like. Again, it comes up quick in the NFL. They got 2 more weeks basically to put this together. So if they're going to do it, now's the time. And everyone seemed to think, okay, Tuesday, the 3 weeks before this deadline, is the time to really get working on all this stuff, including obviously the big moves with the wide receivers. We'll talk about that through the show a little bit today as well. We'll react to it being approved. It's happening now, 100%. The stadium's coming. So if you got no other sunshine in your Jaguars' life,
fair.
At least that, whatever amount of burden you may have still been feeling with that, with how terrible
Yeah, it was a good day
these
yesterday
6
for
weeks
that.
have gone. At least you still can go up. We're getting a new stadium here in a couple
One of the
years.
few wins for the Jaguars here in the fall, so celebrate if you can. Tony, have a great
gracious,
show.
thank you.
Mike and Tony coming up. It's Jaguars Today. They do it each and every day. Our work here is done and complete. Well done, my friend. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Every special teams player waits for his number to be called.
We got this.
After the game, we call the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Game ball, baby.
On 1010XL.
Good job, team.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Can you believe they've been cleaning carpets in Jacksonville now for 20 years? Dave Benyon, his family, and staff are so grateful of things and appreciate you, their great customers. In fact, October's birthday month for Zero Res. So what are we doing for customers? Just say happy birthday, Zero Res, and we'll give you $50 off. That's $50 off carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, or area rugs. Zero Res, man. Spell it forwards or backwards. Zero Res. It's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
Stevie Beatrice from Beatrice Plumbing here. A lot of plumbing companies say a lot of things. We focus on what customers say. Like who a few weeks ago, Donna, said the entire experience was the best fix-it experience she ever had. Or Chris, whose hot water went out on a Saturday and he thanked us for getting it fixed that night. Because that's the difference when you hire a real plumber. They show up to fix the problem. So next time you need a plumber, remember Beatrice Plumbing. Because real plumbers fix problems real fast.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass. If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. I've told you about them for years, right? Shane Lockhart's dad started the company. Shane's guys all from here taking care of people who live here, people like the Hickens. And the Hickens love the Lockharts because the Lockharts do fantastic work, man. Not just, clients, but friends. Fast, friendly, affordable, clean. They're in your house. They're terrific people.